The Arkansas Sports Network is proud to present high school football. It's the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week.
Stiff arm. He's got one man to beat. He's got it.
That's a touchdown. I didn't expect that one.
The Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week is brought to you by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by D3 Auto Sales, and by Heirloom Legal Services. If you enjoy the stream, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the Arkansas Sports Network.
He's got a man wide open. That's a touchdown right there. All right, we'd like to welcome everyone in here to Bismarck. Duran Miller on the play-by-play tonight. Brad Caldwell is always on color with me, and we've got Aaron Powers with production, and we have Chase Carpenter working camera for the first time tonight. We're excited to be here. 0 week, got a big matchup between two top 10 teams in our ASN rankings. The Bismarck Lions, coming off a 10-3 season, are hosting the Mansfield Tigers tonight. Brad, I'm excited about this game. There's just a lot of, it's just two big-time schools that are really traditionally not been that big in the last few years. They both got it going now.
Yeah.
We've been watching both teams warm up. They've got athletes. Of course, we got to see both of these teams last year. We featured Glen Rose at Bismarck, and then we had Mansfield when they took on Boonville. Of course, Boonville went on to win state. A lot of these teams played, both of these teams played kind of similar opponents. They both played Prescott last year, Prescott. They both played Charleston. Got some similar teams to kind of look at and kind of get your idea of who you think might do better this year or not. Of course, both these teams are completely different now. They got guys coming back, but they both lost some and got new guys coming in to fill those roles. So we're excited to be here as you see the opening coin toss. Brad, talk to me about what you're thinking about this game tonight.
Well, I'm excited to have a top 10 3A matchup, and it's exciting to be back at a place that appreciates ASN. Bismarck always rolls out the red carpet for us.
Blue carpet, the blue.
Yeah,
carpet.
there you go. We were supposed to be in Jonesboro tonight, but things change, and we were able to come over here. Duran early with the jokes here.
Yeah, real early.
Anyway,
well,
but
hey, it's a football joke,
right,
though.
Right. I can't even get my thought out, man. Anyway, glad to be able to pivot a little bit. Appreciate the administration here at Bismarck to allow us here, and we're excited to be here at another football game and start another season of Arkansas Sports Network Sports.
Yeah, like we said, looking forward to this one. It's not many times when you make a pivot that you have such a good matchup to fall on, and this was a huge one. And like you said, Bismarck definitely brought out the welcome wagon. So really excited to be here. We've had the coin toss. We're fixing to get underway. Let's take a short break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now because our focus is on your success.
All right, we're back here at Bismarck, fixing to have kickoff. We're getting everything set up. The first game's always fun. You kind of getting all your production taken care of. So I didn't actually hear who won the coin toss. Did you get it, Brad? I don't think you did.
I did, and unfortunately, we're trying to
Looks like Bismarck's going to be kicking off.
do the same
Mansfield
thing.
is going to receive.
There you go. Hey, Chase, lower the left side of that tripod just a little bit,
If you can.
if you can. Oh, the other way. Sorry. We're coming here. Okay, let's get the
A little more if you can.
yeah. We'll get it here in a minute. It's a little better.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Okay, so Mansfield's going to receive the ball first. Got new helmets this year. Got some little bit of that Memphis Tiger, Cincinnati Bengal look, and we've got a little bit of a sky kick, kind of trick them. 23 is going to pick it up. Number 23 for Mansfield, that is, where is my Mansfield roster? I've written it down, but I don't have 23 on there. Oh, he has got two numbers. Okay, that's 62-23, Matthew Burton, a junior. Picking up that ball, he advances it over to the 45. They're going to start at the 46-yard line, their own 46.
Good field position to start off.
Really good field position. Getting the play call. Quarterback's looking at his wristband. That is Jeremy Strozier. He is a senior for the squad. Got a wing back in motion. They're going to hand it on a dive up the middle. He's going to rumble forward. Nice run, turning the legs. Gets a pickup of about 8, maybe 7 to 8. We'll see where they get the official spot here. It looks like he got about 7 on it.
Put them all in the box.
I believe that was number 10 on the handoff. Andrew Burton, a junior. Got 3, I think we got 4 Burtons on this squad. We do. And Burton, big name over in Mansfield, of course. And then we'll have a couple pals we'll be throwing out there as well during the night. So we've already seen a Burton on the kick return and a Burton on the handoff there. This time they'll give it on the wing toss. Good job. Oh, wow. Big hit in the middle as he tried to dive over the pile. Number 2 on the carry, Daniel Burton. He's going to have the first down. They'll move the sticks. Pickup of he got just enough, it looked like, about 3. Did you have 2nd and 7? I kind of was looking at my roster there. I think it was 2nd and 3. I'm sorry,
yeah.
2nd and 3. So he got 3 that time. So I think a first down. Got about a football more than he needed. So quarterback going to be under center this time. Jeremy Strozier has it. He's looking to pass out in the flank here. It's going to be ripped down from behind.
I think that was a backward pass, by the way.
Lateral there.
Yep.
Number 26 on the tackle for the Bismarck Lions. That is Johnny Diaz, a senior, running back outside linebacker. Pass was complete to number 2, Daniel Burton. Pick up a 3 on the play. 2nd and 7. Got 2 wide receivers. Wingback comes in motion. He's going to drop back a pass. He's looking on a post here or a flag, and kind of had to adjust his body. Might not hit the shoulder he was wanting. It falls incomplete.
The receiver there looked like he looked a little late. I think if he had saw that ball on time, he might have caught it. It was a pretty good spot that he threw that in.
Just didn't make the adjustment on it. It's going to bring up a first third down here for Mansfield. Tigers are all checking their wristband, trying to get this play right. It's a big play in the ball game early. Ball's at the 41-yard line of Bismarck. Going to fake a little toss, fake the dive, and they'll hand it out on another toss, and he's got the edge. Going to cut back. Eventually brought down inside the 20-yard line, around the 15.
Where are they going to spot that?
So,
it looks like the 14. That's a 27-yard gain there.
Yeah, I had a lot of moving parts on that play. Kind of faked the end around from the other way, and then they faked the dive and then toss it and kind of got everybody going that way, kind of a student body ride eventually.
You know, the run game anymore is the thing that people have the most trouble trying to set up for, because you just don't see it from day to day like you did used to,
I believe that was Burton, number 2, that got that carry, was it not?
Yes.
And now it's on the dive up the middle. That's Andrew Burton, the junior, number 10. He's going to go over to the left side, pick up about 2 on a play.
Chase, you can close in on that just a little bit. A little bit more. I know we're giving live direction. A little bit more. You're good. I think we're good there.
So, 2nd and 8. Ball is down on the 11-yard line. I like this offense from Mansfield. It's got a wing T kind of feel to it. They get under center and they kind of dot the aisle with the fullback, and they spread you out. They usually have 2 wide receivers on most of their formations so far. And fakes the dive, the toss, and that's trouble. It's on the ground. Bismarck has it. Picked up by number 26. Johnny Diaz said his name for the second time tonight, and that drive from the Mansfield Tigers ends in a turnover. And, early in the year, you see that a little bit. Teams sometimes come out a little bit sloppy. Let's see if that's a trend throughout this game or if they can just make that the one turnover tonight.
Boy, that was well played by Bismarck. You hear people say set the edge all the time. Mansfield did a good job of setting the edge on the 27-yard play. It was Bismarck that time that set the edge. That's what caused that fumble.
All right, so here we go. Bismarck got a man in motion. They're spread here in a shotgun. Got one running back beside them, and now we've got a flag on some type of illegal procedure. Ball was spotted on the 17, and they're going to back them up 5. Yep, false start, and so it's going to be 1st and 15. So like we said, first game of the year, probably going to see more penalties than normal, more turnovers than normal a lot of times. We'll see if both teams can clean it up a little bit.
And it's a big matchup. Both teams know that they're coming in
nerves
here playing against a good team. They've been looking forward to this for a long time.
So back in the shotgun now. We got 2 running backs back. 3 wide receivers. Now one comes in motion. And we're going to get a timeout from Bismarck. They want to talk about it. A little bit of confusion in the backfield. We'll take one with them. We'll be back right after this, right here on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Level there for a moment, then they strung him out. He's going to get back some of those yards he lost. Sorry, come in a little late there. So we had a toss play on the left side. It's going to take it, pick up a 3. So we're going to have 2nd and 12. Ball on the 15 of Bismarck. Going to come out in 4 wide at the moment. 1 running back alongside the quarterback. Shotgun formation. He's back to throw. That's Keithley. Keithley's going to get his man. He's going to be brought down there. He'll get a couple yards after the catch. He falls forward at around the 25-yard line. It looks like that's where they're going to mark it, right on the 25. It will bring up 3rd and 2. Back in a shotgun. This time they're going to hand it to the running back, and he hits a wall. Mansfield stood it up in the middle. Big number 55, one of the men in there. That's Xander Walters, a junior for the Tigers. Going to bring up a 4th and 3 after a loss of 1 on the play. So, big TFL for the Mansfield defense early on this season.
Seems like both teams just kind of filling it out right now, trying to figure out what's going to work, what's not. We'll see some things happen as this game goes on.
So you've got number 2, Daniel Burton back, and I'm trying to see the number on the other one. They kick away from them. Going to get a Bismarck roll. And it's going to keep on rolling all the way inside the 40 down to between the 37 and the 38-yard line. Line of scrimmage was a 24, so what will we give them there? We get 16 to the 50. Nope. 26 to the 50, and then another 13. So 39-yard punt with the roll.
Some early scores so far here. Got Warren up 7-0 against Greenbrier. Newport up 8-0 on Mark Tree. And then Greenbrier has already tied it up at 7.
Yep, so that's Newport 3A versus a 2A. Is that right? I'm thinking correctly.
That's right.
Newport's 3A and 2A is Mark Tree.
Newport is a team that I don't know that people are talking about enough.
They're not. And they got move in from B. Got Amani Wren come back after he went to Greenland. We got an opening. Nobody's going to catch him. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown as he jumps over the shoestring tackle attempt right there at the goal line.
63 yards on that run.
By Daniel Burton, the senior. And just like that, Mansfield gets the ball back after that fumble and rips down the line. Got an instant replay here for you at the end as Burton gets in that end zone. And they, talking about setting the edge a minute ago, Brad, they definitely did that, Tom. Had a wall.
Exactly. Did a great job of blocking that right there. That was a toss power. You had some guys pulling out, kicking out right there, and a nice job by Burton on the finish.
63 yards to the house, 6-0 Mansfield. And that's got the Bismarck crowd quiet at the moment, but trust me, that's a bad snap. And it's not going to be no good. The snap was low. Holder did all he could to get it up in time, but just enough to throw off the timing. It's going to go wide right, 6-0. We'll take you got a 15-second one we can go to? 15-second break. We'll be back.
Prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Hey, teams can be sloppy with turnovers and penalties early. Sorry about the ad there. We'll get that set up for you properly. We've got Pottsville stream running tonight. We've got our stream here in the game of the week. So getting everything kind of filled out here. As you see the sun kind of still up just a little bit, about to go down, but it's casting this really neat shadows here from the. That's a kickoff's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty, which I think they'll decline and take it there. See where they mark it. It looked like it went out about the 49 of Bismarck. I think if you take it, is it 15 yards from the 35, or I'm not sure on that.
I think it's just a spot.
I've seen him do different things over the last couple of years, so I'm not sure. Looks like he's wanting to give him yardage here.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell. The rules seem to change every year.
To me, it looks like they gave him 5 yards. So a 5-yard penalty from the spot it went out of bounds. So Bismarck got great starting field position now. 46-yard line, and they need it right now down going the first period. Quarterback going to fake the mesh. Keithley takes it himself. And Ben Keithley, we kind of rushed there getting in our pregame, but Keithley, you could argue one of the top quarterbacks, maybe the top guy in 3A this year. He's definitely got his name in the hat. Head coach DJ Keithley's son. They got another son on the team, Samuel. I'm sorry, let me find his name again. What number? There he is. Number 5, Cademan. He's just a junior. Of course, being the quarterback here with the ball rolling out, he's a senior. He's going to set his feet and throw. He's got a man. It's caught. Completion inside the 30. Ripped out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Number 3 on the reception, Preston Hughes, a junior wide receiver corner, 5'9", 152 pounds. Nice throw that time. He was running pretty fast that time in the rollout. Had to get away from that pressure. He set his feet and threw that ball perfect. Back in the shotgun. He's got a man. Same play almost without the rollout. He hits him. I mean, he threw that right in the breadbasket to Ethan Hughes, the sophomore, 6'1", 150 wide receiver. And that's a good-looking sophomore right there.
Absolutely.
Number 1. Another first down, back-to-back first downs. Here's your instant replay. As you see, Keithley just set his feet, kind of just dropped 2 or 3 steps there and hit his man. Nice replay that time. Good camera action there from Chase Carpenter. This time it's a little toss, and it's going to be a big loss. Loss of about 2 on the play. That was number 26 on the carry, Johnny Diaz Sr. Johnny Diaz, a senior, I should say, sorry. Another pass out on the sideline, goes out of bounds.
Just
okay. Quarterback has it. A little power over the left side, a little power sweep. He's going to be hit hard. Close to the first down marker. That was 3rd down. And they're going to give him the first down. He got just enough. So, ball looks to be down. We're having a little trouble seeing in the sun here. Working on some bugs here as well. I think he's on about the 5-yard line. Hard to tell for me. Scoreboard says the 3. It's a handoff up the middle, and he's in there.
number 5.
Number 5 on the carry, Cademan Keithley. So that's 1 Keithley to his brother on the handoff. Cademan gets in this time, and they're going to tie it up 6-6 with 4:45 to go in the first period.
It was a good drive, good answer there by Bismarck. Get things going in the right direction. Oh.
Bobble the snap and not going to get it off.
And that'll bring up a tie ball game. Mansfield 6, Bismarck 6.
We'll take a break. We'll be back 6-all right after this.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, we got a 3-yard touchdown run before we went to the break there by Cademan Keithley, the junior, number 5. Got the handoff from Ben, his older brother. Took it in the house to tie this one up. Bobbled snap. Couldn't get that extra point. This time they're going to kick it off deeper. He's going to receive at the 19. They're going to fake a handoff. He's going to stay on the right side. That is the man with the big, long 63-yard touchdown. He gets popped eventually right before he got to the 30. Mark him down about the 28. They might give him the 29 on progression. Looks like 28, maybe 27 after they're settled here. That was number 2, Daniel Burton. He's a good weapon for the Mansfield Tigers. And they will get it at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, it seems like every time he touches the ball, he's got a chance to take one to the house.
You know, ironically, last time we were here, they were playing another team that was red and white in Glen Rose. And they had a kid named Heath Balance that night that had a heck of a game. And Burton showing off, some talent for sure. And when I say Burton, I'm talking about Daniel Burton. There's several on this squad. 4 we've already noted. So under center here in a wing tee offense. They're going to give it on the dive. They stick it up in the hole pretty good that time. Good job by the Bismarck linebackers to come up and help the D-line to fill those gaps. 27, one of the men on the tackle. That's Zane Talbert, a junior for the Lions. 1 yard pickup, 2nd and 9.
Who was the carrier on that, by the way?
The fullback number 10, Andrew Burton, the junior. The man that dots the I on that wing tee there. This time they'll get it on the toss, I think, and that's a nice cutback. That was some good footwork, getting what he could that time. They set the edge a lot better, did Bismarck. Number 3 with a nice hard run, that's Samuel Burton. So Daniel, number 2, Samuel, number 3, and Andrew, number 10, all getting the ball early and often.
And Burton boys.
And, of course, Matthew Burton was the one that got the opening kickoff return.
Right.
So, got a 3rd down here. 3rd and a long 3. That's the same play they ran earlier that they got was about a 24-yard gain on. This time, Bismarck did a much better job cutting it down. I mean, it was the exact same play. The right wing back kind of fakes like he's going to toss around this end. He goes back as a lead block. They fake the dive, toss it out. Bismarck was there. You're not going to fool him twice on that one, not at least right now anyways. Good job from Bismarck. We've seen them kind of put it into it over here when they got that fumble. They got in there and got their hands on the football. So they hold 6-6, 2:45 and counting in the first period as we got this punt formation. You've got number 5, Cademan Keithley, back, as well as one other Lion. Looked like it was number 3. Nobody can return this one. That was Preston Hughes also back. And they'll down it at the 33-yard line. And that's where Bismarck's going to take over. So, first time down, the Mansfield Tigers, they kind of stopped themselves with a fumble. Second time, they were able to score. And then finally, we get a defensive stop for Bismarck. I think the Bismarck defense is settling in a little bit better now. They've got a chance here to get some momentum if they can drive down again. Let's see what Mansfield can do defensively. They're going to hand this one off up the middle. Good tackle coming in from the safety, number 7, Jeremy Stozer, the quarterback on offense. Come in and put an end to that one. I think he had a little bit of help. Good job swarming to the ball that time were the Tigers. Pick up a 4, though. Here comes Bismarck up to the line. Shotgun formation, kind of a pistol here with an offset back as well. He's back. He's looking. He's got a man out in the flat. That's number 3. He's hit immediately after the catch. Good job closing in by Samuel Burton. But number 10 on the reception, Joseph Porter, a senior. I'm sorry, was that number 3 that got it? Show me that replay.
Yes,
one more
number
time.
3.
Number 3, my bad. That was Preston Hughes. Good job on the replay there on my producer, Aaron Powers. So, coming out in 4 wide, 1 running back, shotgun formation. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to roll out. Going to make a man miss, and he's going to get ripped down after a small gain. Picks up about 3 on the play. Should bring up 2nd and 7. I like what I'm seeing out of Keithley in the pocket when he's back to pass. He kind of had his footwork right. He's looking. Nobody was open. He decides to tuck it and run. Had a guy come flying in on him. He's able to make him miss and still get positive yardage that time.
I mean,
up 2.
He's a senior. He's a seasoned senior quarterback at this point.
Now we're going to go 4 wide, 2 by 2. One of the men come in motion. They'll give it to him on a jet sweep. Daniel Burton was there. I'm sorry, that was Samuel Burton, number 3. He ate it up, and that's going to put him in a Big time 3rd and long. 3rd and about 14 after the loss of 6.
We got Warren and Greenbrier tied at 7 going into the second quarter. And just a reminder, if you are you want to watch some great high school football, September the 13th, we will have the ASN Classic at Arkansas Tech University. We'll give you more details.
Keithley back to throw. He's got a man over the middle. It goes through his hands. It would have been for the first down.
It was a great throw.
It was past the sticks, and that was his brother that couldn't catch that one. They're going to be talking about that in the morning.
That was a great throw right over the middle, and he threw it right where he needed to throw it. But let me get back to the ASN Classic. We got Warren. We got Elkins, a top 10, actually a top 3 matchup in the 4A.
Yes.
And you guys, if your team's away or if you're off that week, come out to the ASN Classic. Tickets are online. We'll have more information as we go. So next couple weeks, definitely buy tickets and help us out.
It's going to be a really fun time at Berkeley Field there. And this snap is over his head. Whoa, look at the hands on that punter. He gets it off, and it's a boomer. And then a fair catch. It was kind of tricky. I think everybody was kind of looking back at what happened because they knew that timing was wrong. So I don't think he saw the fair catch. I think that's a good job of the referee there not to throw the flag on that. He didn't really just blow him up. I don't think it was anything malicious intent.
Right.
But, meanwhile, Mansfield, as you see the replay there, Mansfield's going to take over. Looks like the 26-yard line is where they're going to get it.
How about these graphics, too? My goodness.
Bill Harshaw put all this together. Everything you see on screen, the board down there, you got the little lights. Hey, that was inspired by me, by the way.
Yeah.
But I try to help a little bit when I can with the graphic part of it, but it's easy to have the idea. It's a lot harder to put it in play, and that's what Bill.
You got to have
does.
the know-how. That's for sure.
Great work. Hope everybody's enjoying what they're seeing. Like I said, we got a little bit of a tough start there with technical difficulties, and that might be a lateral, but he'll pick it up off the bounce. They blew it dead. That was close that time. Just trying to hit Samuel Burton, who has been very active so far. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Coach down here saying that was a backwards pass, that was a backwards pass. You see him talking to the line judge. Line judge is the wrong guy to talk to. Actually, on that play, it is the right guy to talk to, you would think. But
right.
They're going to fake the toss, and then we might get a timeout here. They're a little bit scrambled. They're going to call an audible. They'll get set again. Play clock's down to 1. They'll get it off. Dive up the middle. He has a hole open up, and he's dragging defenders. I don't know if he actually went down. They'll call him down, though. He gets the first down. Nice carry from Andrew Burton. He's just a junior. We were talking about him in the pregame, him and the quarterback, Stozier, number 7. It's good-looking athletes down there.
Well, I tell you
they look like they've been living in the weight room a little bit.
He looks good, and I guess that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So we're going to end the first one. We got a good one here in Bismarck, 6-6. 12 minutes left in the half. We'll be back.
When we need the help of legal services, we'll let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here at Bismarck, really good first quarter there. Both teams went back and forth, able to get a touchdown. Neither one could complete the extra point, but 6-6, top 10 matchup to start the season. Where we got, I don't have those rankings in front of me. I think we have
number 6 Mansfield, number 8 Bismarck. Yep. And so at the end of one quarter, you got a tie ball game, two teams that looked to be evenly matched, two different styles of teams. But two teams that are battling it out.
One thing I'll say that might become a factor, we're still in really summer temperatures here. We were a little surprised. Bismarck, 38 players on the roster, and the roster we have from Mansfield looked like more like, 21, I think we said. So you could see some depth become an issue with some cramping later on in this heat. We'll see how that plays a factor. Quarterback's back. He's got a man. There's some bumping. He's going to go out of bounds. No flags on the play, so bring up 2nd and 10. I mean, and the coverage was good. That was Cademan Keithley. He was all over them. They were hand fighting a little bit back and forth.
Right.
Ball goes out of bounds. I don't know if it was ever catchable at the very end there.
Whitehall and Sheridan battling it out right now.
You know, Sheridan got the new coach, Kevin Kelly, turning that program around quickly. They already had a returning quarterback that did good things last year. I promise you, Coach Kelly's going to have that guy putting up even more impressive numbers if he stays healthy. Handoff over to left side, and that is number 10 we were talking about a minute ago, Andrew Burton. He's able to get through and get the first down. He picks up 12 on a play and right on the 50.
That's a kid that you don't want to tackle. I mean, he's bringing the load, man.
It's a good-sized boy. I don't have sizes on my Mansfield roster, but to me, he looks every bit of 6'1", probably about 185, 190.
He's a load for sure.
Could be bigger. Could be 200. It wouldn't shock me to see it. So 1st and 10 as right on the 50. Mansfield is threatening to get back in Bismarck territory. Another dive to Burton. This time stopped up pretty good. One of the men in there was number 75, Matthias Martinez. Pickup of 2 on the play. They're at the 48 now at Bismarck. Wind is shifting around. There's a little bit of some dark clouds on the south end zone here. The wind is now kind of blowing northwest, really. Got some thunderstorm potential coming in tonight in the morning. And, they change it all the time. 5 days ago, it was going to rain the next 3 days, and now it might be just one day. Try to get it outside this time. Great job staying home was the defense. Number 65, one of the first men there, Lucas Chapman. They're going to lose about a yard on the play. Bring up 3rd and 9. Lots of replays tonight. Great job on that. Great job by our first-time cameraman, Chase Carpenter.
Yep.
He's really done good. I'm impressed. Good job by Aaron Powers capturing these replays. So long, third and 9 here. Let's see if they put it in the air. Mansfield's typically been on the ground for the most part. It's going to be an end around. Tried to do almost a double handoff. Just kind of got some fakes in there, and they read it. Number 2, Daniel Burton, nowhere to go really. Back to their line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th and 9. It's going to be decision time from the 49 of Bismarck.
Discipline is what you have to do on the defensive side of the ball against a wing T type of team. You've got to have your eye discipline. You got to stay in your lanes and keep your fits.
I really love this matchup, Brad. I feel like these teams are very well balanced. They really mirror each other in a lot of ways.
Well, talent-wise, they definitely have a similar talent levels, that's for sure. I really look at these two teams as two teams that are going to be threats to make it deep into the playoffs once again this year.
Definitely. Cademan Keithley back. The punt is off. It's a booming punt, end over end. It's going to bound at the 7 and get in the end zone. 21, closest man to it, Trayshawn Powell, the senior. He can't run it down. Let's take a short break. We'll be back for this next drive from Mansfield right after this.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus.
And we're back. First down, a little pass out in the just kind of a 5-yard down and drop right there, a little hitch. They hit number 19, Joseph Roberson, the senior. Called his name several times last year in that Glenrose game. There's your replay as we missed it coming back, able to capture that. Great job to keep your head up on that. Good job, Aaron. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2 Quarterback's back again. He's looking left. He's going to go up the seam. He's got a man. He's tackled immediately, but a beautiful pass. Had to throttle down for it, but that's okay. Gets his man open there. Great job looking off the defense. Preston Hughes on the reception. All the way down to 39 of Mansfield. And like we talked about a minute ago, Brad,
right.
Senior quarterback. Those are the kind of plays he was probably not making as a sophomore. The way he looked to the left, came back to the right, seen this guy running wide open down the seam.
Definitely a nice play, nice throw.
Second and 2 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Good time to call that play.
Most people thinking you're running on 2nd and 2. Rolling out. He's going to set his feet. This one's going to come back for it. Did he get it? It comes free. Good job. It was kind of a 50-50 ball.
Well, it was a good job by number 5 to come back because Burton had that one. He had it dead red right there, and so it was a nice job by 5 to come back to it. He did a good job.
2nd and 10 now. I like the look of 57 on that line. He's got some size to him. And I think it must be 67. No, I don't know. I'll see if I can get a number here. I don't have 57 on the roster. Looks like the left tackle. Wow.
Nice
Looked like he's going to get tackled in the backfield. Made a little move, and the muddy water just kind of parted, and he's able to get positive yardage out of it. That was number 3 on the carry, Preston Hughes, the junior. Picks up about a yard, but could have been a 1 or 2 yard loss.
Appreciate Jim Moody and Bill Harshaw both giving us scores from around the state.
What's going on with my man Jim Moody? Where's he at now? I heard he might have moved.
Fayetteville.
He was up around Conway last year. He was actually with us when we came down to Bismarck. Did some camera work for us. Keithley rolling to his right. Oh, it's a throwback. He's got a wide open man, number 26. He got a flag on a play, and then he gets blowed up by a lineman, maybe the defensive end coming in. Number 26 on the reception, Johnny Diaz. Let's see what the flag is about. We got a hold.
We got a flag on the field.
It's going to be against the offense.
Thanks, Mary Anderson. Mary Anderson says, great camera work, also excellent announcers. Wow. Don't get that kind of love often, do we?
Who's kidding to her? Somebody's got to be kidding to her.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it, Mom. Mom got on there as a –
Your mom?
it was an alias.
Oh,
My mom got an alias. I'm just kidding. Thank you, though. It's hard to keep up with all the comments because we've been trying to keep up with people's streaming and everything else.
Running 2 streams, one from another location. There's more going on behind the scenes than we could really explain. But after the loss, it's going to back him up 3rd and 15, and we got a flag. We got some kind of he weren't set long enough, possibly legal procedure. I wasn't watching the play clock. I didn't see if it was false start. So that's another 5. It's going to make a 3rd and 20. Replayed it down.
You know that camera we bought last year in December was a pretty good investment, wasn't it?
It looks beautiful to me.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
We had to figure out some settings and things of that nature at the beginning, but I think we've got it dialed in pretty good now.
That 60 frames per second. That's a big deal. You
All
live, you
right.
learn, right?
We got 4 wide, 2 by 2. Keithley back. He's looking. He's getting pressure. He's going to have to throw it out short.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, back in the day, that's when you get depleted. But nowadays, you got to keep the head up. He got him chest to chest. Really couldn't have really popped him any better that way. You know, form that time. Ball got tipped up in the air. Falls to the, you know, when you get to the next level, those balls get picked off 9 times out of 10.
Right.
There's just so much speed. Nobody around that one. It's going to bring up 4th and 20. Looks like I would be shocked if we don't punt here. When I say we, I'm talking about the offense, Bismarck. And you got the punter in here, number 55.
You're cheering for Bismarck now.
Wow.
I see. They didn't even
bias.
Bladen Whitley.
Right.
This could be.
They didn't even buy us dinner.
Ooh, takes a big-time Mansfield bounce.
By the way, if you want ASN to be biased toward you, make sure you buy us dinner. Maybe throw a few sponsorships in there. We'll be nice to you.
We love both of these programs. Like we said, we were able to cover both
Both
of them
schools,
last year.
man, they've been very supportive of us, and that's always a good thing, you know, to know that you're supported and wanted and that sort of thing. And every first game always has its little quirks, and we've had ours, but that's all right. Not anything too bad today. So
Ball's at the 31 is where Mansfield's going to start and take over. Still 6-6. We have not had a score in this second period so far. We're almost halfway through it at the 6:49 mark. Wing T formation. They gave it on the dive play up to number 10, Andrew Burton. He's going to pick up some positive yardage. Looks like ends up getting about 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 6. Kind of a long 5, short 6.
Pottsville up 10-0 at Heber Springs right now.
10-0 over Heber.
Yeah.
Pottsville, I think, has a really good chance to make some waves
Miller,
in the playoffs this year. Miller Mahan is a really
name.
good player. Trip Price, another one. Go on. Turk, I can't think of his first name right now. I can think of his dad's first name.
He's a lover of ASN.
His
dad, yes.
Yeah, hey, he cooks for Pottsville ASN every week just about.
Yeah. He does, actually.
It's Caleb, ain't it? Caleb Turk? Chris Turk's his dad.
Chris and Caleb, yeah.
Yeah, Caleb. So, no gain on second down. We got 3rd and 5 here for Mansfield. Let's see if Bismarck can get them off the field or if Mansfield can keep the drive going. Fake the dive. Quarterback has it. Little toss. He's out in the open. It's a foot race between him and number 3, Hughes.
And he's not going to catch him.
And Hughes is not going to win the battle this time. Mr. Samuel Burton going to go 64 yards to pay dirt. And Mansfield has scored both times when they got outside.
Man, you know, 2 big plays, and that's been the difference in the ball game so far. But, you know, they've got that explosion. I mean, when you've got 2 wingbacks that are that good, I mean, that you're not going to keep them bunched up the whole game. I'm going to tell you right now, with that type of backfield that Mansfield has, they're going to be dangerous against whoever they play.
Well, when you got a stud that makes you stay honest on that dive, and then you can do that on the edges, like you just were saying, they're going to win a lot of ball games. Then you got a quarterback that can do a lot of things as well. You know, he was the one on the pitch there. Perfect execution. They're going for 2. Going to roll to the left. He's going to get blown up. Good job defensively by Bismarck. Going to keep it at a 6-point ball game with 5:27 to go in the first half. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on the Arkansas Sports Network right after this.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
All right, we're back here. I can't talk tonight. We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Mansfield goes down and takes the lead again. They have never trailed in this one. They've been tied, but they've never trailed. They're up 12-6 after the 64-yard run from Samuel Burton, who scorched the earth going down the sideline that time.
He's quick, man. The Burton boys, when they hit the sideline, you better get them before they get there.
Uh-oh. Never went 10. Did it touch a Bismarck player? I don't think it did.
I don't think it did. They're lucky, though, because there was one that reached out. And that's just going to be Bismarck ball in Bismarck territory. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and on Facebook, and make sure that you like us. If you're watching on YouTube right now, it seems like we get the majority of our watchers on YouTube anymore.
You have to like us. Oh, he's talking about physically liking the like button.
And hitting the notification bell.
That's right.
So
Hit
you
that
get
notification
whenever,
bell.
Somebody.
You know,
whenever we go live.
you could be watching your team and still watch us in your stands.
4 wide, 3 by 1. Keithley's going to step up in the pocket.
Oh, what a
Oh,
throw.
he throws the needle, and he's popped immediately, and he holds on.
What a throw.
The
What a
mouthpiece
throw.
might have came out, but the ball didn't. And he is holding that left shoulder.
Oh, that's not good.
Is that number 10?
Yes.
Nice replay here as you see Keithley step up right at the line of scrimmage, threads the needle, and number 10, Joseph Porter, the senior, brings one in, and he paid for it.
Boy, what a throw. What a catch there.
Ball's on the 21-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10.
Lamar up 28-0 on Huntsville. Win up 14-0 on Marion.
4 wide. It's going to be a little screen. They'll get it to the receiver, a little kind of a bubble screen that time. Kind of a tunnel screen is what I would call that, actually. And gets it out there for a decent gain all the way down to the – actually a no gain, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong 5. So no gain, 2nd and 10.
You remember when the tunnel screen used to be a big thing? People loved
Skylar Green and Ellis Who.
They love that
Hate
tunnel screen.
Ellis Who. And it was Jimbo Fisher when he was a coordinator. He really made that popular. There's a little pop pass to brother. That's Cademan Keithley.
Oh,
look at the man!
my.
Bust through! He might be in.
They're going to call
they're
him
going to
down.
call him down.
So the
Got to
ball
be
was
about
fumbled.
the 1.
Ball was fumbled, but he's down, and he's right there near the goal line.
Wow, let's check out the replay. It's right there. He had 2 men on him. He gets through, keeps battling, and he was down for the ball came out. He was down right at the 1. And he was down. He was reaching with that ball, but he had it locked in with his wrist and his forearm. Hits the ground and comes loose. Quarterback's going to keep, and he was stood up, but I think he got in first. He did. Touchdown, and it's tied 12-12 with 4:07 to go in the first half. Nice drive this time from the Bismarck Lions, and the quarterback there, Keithley, made that big play early that set all that up, and then his little brother, Cademan, the junior, one heck of a run,
Yeah.
and then the quarterback takes it and caps it off himself. Let's see if they can get the lead here to be their first of the night. It's good. I can see it cross the shadow of the goalpost, the upright. 13-12. 4:07 to go. Bismarck has taken the lead. We're going to keep it right here this time, Aaron.
Hey, you know what? We've got some local sponsors that we need to recognize.
Let's go ahead and pull them up.
Let's recognize those guys right now.
You see on the screen, sponsoring the Bismarck Lions, we have all right, that was Simply You Fitness at 501-844-6509 and the Bismarck Lions Booster Club.
Yeah.
I want to thank both of them for sponsoring their Bismarck Lions, proud sponsors.
So they were sponsors for our hometown sports football
That's
preview.
right. Look at that. He kicked the tee and the ball. That's distracting.
There you go.
Oh, a little fake handoff kind of goes back the other way, and that's one of them Burton boys. That's Daniel Burton, number 2, who's had a big night as well. I think he was the one on the first touchdown, if I recall correctly.
I'll tell you what, man.
Daniel and Samuel, and who else is in there? Andrew and Matthew. I feel like I'm talking about the 12 disciples and the Old Testament.
Right.
We got Daniel in there as well.
I tell you what, this game right now,
Couple
you
Old
can
Testament.
see that the rhythm, offensive rhythm is coming. I really think that this game right here is about to get a lot more exciting.
Are you telling? Are you trying to say that Grandma needs to lock the doors because her barn's about to get burnt down?
I think it's going to be a fun one. I think this is going to be a fun second half, and I think you've got 2 teams that are really good, and as we've said before, they mirror each other.
I've got 2 Varsity Blues references in so far.
Yeah.
Let's see where we get here. Quick handoff on the dive. He's going to bust his way through. He's hit, but he carries his momentum. We got a couple of guys down, but I think everybody's fine. 55 on a tackle for Bismarck. Bladen Whitley. I think he's the punter as well. He is. But a nice hard run that time up the middle from number 10, Andrew Burton. So they come out of the huddle here. They got 2 wide, 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Got 1 wing back, 1 fullback, tailback there in the back of that eye. Everybody comes out in motion this time. He's going to hit his man. That's Andrew Burton. Has a little bit of a jump cut, but he's not going to get much at all. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. They might give him a 1.5 yard pickup here, about a 2-yard pickup. So 3rd and 3.
It seems like Mansfield's 2 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 64 yards. You know what I mean?
You got to stay with the process. Right?
Yeah.
Houston Nut days of Arkansas football, you know. Your wife and your sister are always, why are they running it up the middle for 1 yard? Why are they running? Then all of a sudden, boom, Darius Howard rips off a 50-yarder.
Houston.
Handoff. Oh, jumped over a man. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to see those kneecaps coming at you. That is a big old boy. Mr. Andrew Burton gets that first down easily. All the way up to the 42, between the 42 and the 43 of Bismarck.
You know, the Houston Nut days at Arkansas football, I think they were probably taken for granted just a little bit.
just by this, just by you and the Springdale 5 guys.
Oh, Lord.
No, I mean, I know what you're saying. I was a big fan of Houston Nut, the golden handcuffs and, with Chancellor White and all that. And I was sad to see him go because he turned Arkansas around back-to-back 4-8. What was it, 5-7? I can't remember anymore now. Of 96 and 97. Came back and we started out 8-0, of course. So I mean, there was some really good times. And you had a guy like Matt Jones, of course, under Houston Nut. That I mean, just epic games. The 7. I always tell people this. He played in 21 overtime games in college, 7 against Ole Miss, 7 against Kentucky, 6 against Tennessee, and 2 against Alabama. That's insane. 21 overtime periods, and he won all of them except for against Tennessee because of a tight end that ended up being an NFL Hall of Famer in Jason Witten. Caught the winning touchdown on that one. Handoff up the middle, and he's dragging a pile. Andrew Burton. He's eating right now.
Well, speaking of the Razorbacks, they had a little bit of fun last night. They talk about former coaches.
Set an NCAA record.
Right.
10 straight touchdowns.
In a
10
season
straight
opener.
drives. 10 times 7 is 70. Easy math there, right?
Right.
And, man, they kept talking about it on the broadcast, but if you're an offensive coordinator and you look at that play sheet, I mean, it can't get any better than that. He said, now a little pitch, and there's that man, Burton, Samuel Burton, down the edge. He's going to step out inside the 5, right on the 5-yard line. But a nice pickup of about 24 on the play. I think were they at the 29 that time? And there you go. They get outside. There's a replay. Gets run out right at the 5. 1st and goal here for Mansfield. Yeah, but 10 straight possessions, 10 straight touchdowns.
Yeah.
And a shutout at the same time on the other end. I know the competition wasn't top-notch, but still, there's still 18 to 22-year-old men playing college football out there on the other side. And we've seen them play that type of team many times.
Another touchdown.
And as they get in here, that was Andrew Burton, I believe they said. You got a replay on that one? I don't think it was. I think that was number 2 that got in there. Yeah, that was Daniel Burton gets in for the touchdown. They have taken the lead back. They were down 1. They're up 18-13. Let's see if they go for – looks like they're going to stop chasing right now. They're going to kick the extra point and go back up 6. So their goal here.
Yeah, it's probably a little early for that.
Snaps good. Kicks up. And I heard an inadvertent whistle, didn't you? What happened?
I think you heard the telephone go off behind us. There was like a telephone that went off. Conway up 14-7 on Jonesboro. That was no good.
I don't know. I, too, thought I heard a whistle.
I started watching it in the monitor that time, and I didn't – the whistle threw me off, whatever that was.
It was no good.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
I didn't even see where the
I
ball
didn't see
went.
where the ball went because I
Yeah.
was looking
Okay,
at the ref.
trust
and I
me.
heard that.
Trust me, it wasn't
Well, it was-
good.
Okay.
No, we trust you.
We trust you.
18-13. 5-point ball game. There is only 37.6 seconds left in the half here. So, barring some kind of miracle here from Bismarck, Mansfield's probably going to take a halftime lead. But we'll see what happens.
Make sure you're sharing this broadcast out, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you're sharing it to your own social media.
Mansfield's been a little tricky with their kickoffs. We've seen we've seen an onside, we've seen a sky kick. The onside would have worked possibly if it had went a full 10 yards. Right now, with a 5-point lead with 37 seconds left, I'm kicking this thing off.
Oh, absolutely. As far as you can kick it.
He will. A little bit of a load line drive, fielded at the 21. And that's Cademan Keithley. He's going to run into a couple of red jerseys there at the 35. So, with 32.3, it took 5 seconds that time. They're going to have to go 70 yards. Or did they give him the 35? 65 yards, sorry.
So, with Keithley, as big time as he has been, 32.3 is still a lot of time.
I didn't know if you're talking about his brother because he's been pretty big time too.
Right. Sheridan now up 21-0 or 21-7 on.
And Whitehall's pretty good this year, and that's a huge rivalry. Whitehall and Sheridan about 35 miles from each other, if that.
Yeah, maybe 20, really.
Yeah, and big rivalry there. I'm telling you right now, Sheridan, I think, only won 3 games last year. Their quarterback threw for like several yards, and Kevin Kelly has made a left tackle a record breaker before. So I think they're going to get them turned around quickly. They've got a lot of support in that program at Sheridan right now.
Hey, you got to follow those timeouts, second timeout, final timeout, to get those timeouts to go correct.
Yeah, I did it. That's first time out for
Was
Mansfield.
it? Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had. I thought I saw one.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Bismarck had a timeout earlier, and Mansfield had one.
No problem. Just making sure you knew. Working out all the bugs.
Thanks, Duran.
Sorry, we forgot to mute you, Aaron.
It's okay.
We've been together for, I think you joined us in 21, so 3 years with you.
Late 20.
4 years, me and Brad have been doing
early
this.
21, somewhere in there.
It's been a fun time. We've got a lot of, rapport, inside stuff going on here. Aaron's a producer top. He's not a talker. He'll tell you that. So we're not just being super mean to him.
They're being rude. The worst. God, I love all these guys. They're great guys.
So we usually keep them muted.
Great guys to work
but
for.
Somehow he unmuted himself and he started to talk.
Work with.
1 Minute Man says, nice catch. I guess that was probably by a little while ago. And Godzilla Animation says, let's go Lions.
Yes, here we go. 32 seconds. He's going to give a little draw play to the running back. He's going to get some positive yards. Can he get out of bounds? He won't.
Great
Dropped
play call.
at the 40 of Mansfield.
Bismarck calling timeout.
Yep, Bismarck calls timeout after a pickup of 15 and 10 is 25 yards. Actually, they're going to give him an extra yard there. He'll be at the 39-yard line, so pickup of 26.
That was a great play call. I mean, an absolute great play
That's
call.
the old Tony Romo,
That's
Dallas Cowboys play right there. They
counter
used to run
draw
that all the time.
Counter draw right there. That's a really good play call, especially against a team like Mansfield. Might play a little aggressive on you, and they got him on the backside. So here they are now, ball on the 39-yard line. I told you, 32 seconds was enough for Bismarck to score, you know. And Keithley can throw it to the end zone from here. So
easily. And they got time to run 2 or 3 plays here if they get the right plays in place, don't get a sack. They can run some down and outs, get out of bounds. They've still got another timeout. So still plenty of time here to get some things, get some looks in the end zone. See what Mansfield can do, what kind of defense they're in. They're going 4 wide, starting out 3 by 1. One running back. The running back in there is the man that just received that ball, Johnny Diaz. No tight ends. Keithley's got it. Rolls out to his right. He's got a little bit of time. He steps up. He's got miscommunication possibly. He thought he was going to come back towards the pylon. He ended up going to the post.
Yeah.
So let's bring up 2nd 10. They wasted 6 seconds on that. Almost. It's 19.9, so you basically got 20 seconds.
With him rolling right, you wouldn't think that they would be trying to throw a flag or whatever. I think might have just been an overthrow there.
And he might have been trying to throw him open a little bit.
Maybe.
Just throwing to a spot where there wasn't
Yeah.
nobody.
Gotta
That
be
ball
careful.
landed 1 yard deep in the end zone. And he
Yeah.
let go of it about the 45-yard
Right.
line. There is a little bit of a breeze that he's throwing into. It's kind of dying out, but it's picking up. So here we go. He's going to get it out quickly this time. Out in space, and it's tackled off a block. Number 3, who's done everything tonight,
Boy.
Samuel Burton, with a big-time stop.
I'm telling you, man, there are a lot of athletes on the field for Mansfield, a bunch of them. And I'll tell you right now, too, on that outside there, that was a hold. They didn't get the hold right there.
and
He still
got
made the tackle.
Looking like Nico Davier out there from last night in the Razorback
Man,
game.
football is so much about determination. And,
Yes, sir.
when you make that determination that you're going to make that play, don't matter how many people are holding you, right?
That's right.
Conway Christian, Hazen, 14-14.
You know, I coach 12U softball, and I try to tell the girls, hey, you want the ball hit to you. You want to make the play. You know what I'm saying? You know, 10U, 12U, those girls, you know, they're still kind of learning, like, not to be scared of it, to be confident. You got to want the ball. You got to want to make the plays. And on that play, Samuel Burton was going to go make a play, and he did. He didn't care who was holding him, who was blocking him. Overcame his man. And here we go. 3rd and 11, 15.6 to go. Ball on the 40. 4 wide. He rolls to his left. He's looking. That's going to be right on the sideline. Did he tiptoe it? I don't know if he brought it in. I couldn't see it. Nope. They're going to say it was not brought in. Wasn't able to catch it. So 4th down with 11.3. This is kind of a tricky spot to be in here.
So if
you get sacked and you lose 10 yards, then you give Mansfield a chance from the 50, which in high school, you know, at the 50, you're not going to get a whole lot of quarterbacks can throw it that far. But
right.
you also don't want a sack, strip, fumble type situation either.
Right. The best thing, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing if they threw an interception down the field. I'm not saying that's
Like
what
a
they
long
want to
punt.
do. Right.
You got to give him time. Got to give him time to roll out and set his feet. He's going to get flushed to the right side. He's going to step back and throw across the middle. It's bobbled around. That was very dangerous. So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and Mansfield will have it at the 40 of Bismarck. So there's 60 yards, 4 seconds to go, 60 yards.
So my thing is right now with Mansfield, they may sit on it, but the athletes that they've got right now, if they get the right play, they can score right here.
So what you're telling me is they're going to look over to the sideline and see Paul Walker with the hook and ladder. Okay, I had to get the varsity blues.
I mean,
one more time.
are you okay? Are you?
I'm excited, man.
Do you
I've been
need medicine?
waiting 9 months to get
medicine?
back to this. 9 months.
You know,
Okay?
I appreciate the fact that you're excited about it. It makes me happy. I really am happy the fact that you do enjoy
I'm
this.
telling you right now, hook and ladder to Billy Bob. No, they're definitely in victory formation on the kneel down here.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be the end of the half. 18-13. Mansfield comes to Bismarck and goes into the half of a 6-point lead, but we've had a great ball game. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have halftime stats and analysis for you right here on ASN.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Nothing came easy, but with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot, because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
We're back here at halftime. Bismarck and Mansfield in a great battle so far. We got about little over 5 minutes left before we get underway in the second half. 18-13. Mansfield has made the trip down here and gone into that locker room with that 5-point lead. It's been back and forth, though. Mansfield was able to score first, 6 points. They got on the board after Daniel Burton, number 2, ripped a big long run off on a toss to the left side, heading to the south end zone. They went up 6-0. And then after that, I'm trying to remember the first score from Bismarck. Do you remember? We don't have a whole lot of stats. We had so many technical difficulties at the start. We got behind on those. So go back and look at our stream a little bit and figure some of that out. But it's been back and forth. I know Samuel Burton ripped off a couple ones. Got them ahead 18-13. Bismarck's first lead was at 12-12, and they kicked that extra point to make it 13-12, but it was short-lived after Samuel Burton and a company went back down the field and scored. Bismarck had a chance to go down the field and do some things there with about 37 seconds left on the kickoff. Weren't able to do it, turned it over, and then with 4 seconds left, Mansfield kneels it out. And that's where we're at right now. We're going to give you some scores and some things going on around the state. Brad, you want to take some of those, and I'll get you some as well.
Yeah. So give me, let's see here. We got.
You can start with Wynn. You got that one?
Go ahead, give Wynn, yeah.
Okay. Wynn leads Marion 7-0. Whitehall leading Sheridan. And I may be further back than you. I think we've had an update on Sheridan since then. Sheridan 21, Whitehall 7. Pulaski Academy up 20-7 over Robinson. Warren and Greenbrier were tied at 14. Lamar 28-0 over Huntsville. Atkins 6-0 over Perryville. Perryville, we got picked pretty high in our 3A, and that's a good matchup. That's a early 3A battle with Perryville and Atkins, non-conference this season, I guess.
Very good rivalry there. Mm-hmm. That's a good.
That's
rivalry.
A grown rivalry over the last 20 years, I'd say. What was the basketball coach? It was Kuhn. Coach Kuhn that left Atkins, went to Perryville. Ladies coach, and he's now. Is he still at Perryville now?
Yeah, he lives in Atkins. I actually just saw him the other day.
Well, we shared we get stuff sent in to us all the time on Arkansas Sports Network, high school, and the other side, and it was Megan Wood, or was it Kate Wood? It was Kate Wood, longtime player for Perryville. Looks like she is now at Bigelow. So this day and age, you always see moving parts. Of course, I know several I can name off that have moved around. Let's get back to some scores here. Conway 14 over Jonesboro, 14-7. Last year, Conway ran away with that one. Jonesboro's an improved team, and we do think Conway's an improved team as well. That's still early. We'll see what the final ends up being. I had Conway by 31 in that one. So Jonesboro playing really tough so far.
Yeah, Jonesboro played against Pulaski Academy in the scrimmage, and Pulaski Academy handled them very well. Mm-hmm. So Conway's a team that we have picked to win the 7A by many standards there. And, well, right now they're in a dogfight.
And it looks like 12-12 now, Atkins and Perryville at the half.
How about Greenwood and Bentonville? Greenwood 41 in the first half against Bentonville West. 41-21.
West.
Right, that's true. Union up on Bentonville 21-14. Tulsa Union. And Nettleton beating Truman 21-6. Mayflower over Jessville 13-7. And Hackett over Danville 7-0. I think that's about what we got so far.
I got Boonville 14 over Poto, Oklahoma, 14-3 at half, and Shallow 28. And Tommy Tice getting underway at Farmington, 6.
I have the Dover-Lavaca score.
Do you?
It is 8-0. Dover's up 8-0 in the third quarter.
On with Dover, Sorry, we got 2 Dover guys in here.
Yeah.
I stopped so we didn't sing the whole thing here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just messing with you, buddy.
Go Dover.
Yeah, so 8-0 over Lavaca. Of course, Dover played Johnson County Westside the last 2 years in the opening game. Dover able to get 2 wins 2 years in a row, and JC Westside, one of them, replaced them with Lavaca. And Lavaca's kind of been up and down recent years. They do have some pretty good tradition over there, the Golden Arrows.
Well,
that one's still early. All games around the state about in halftime right now.
yeah, well, some of them are in weather delays. We got weather going on around the state right now, and got some in weather delay. It's a little bit funky this first night of football. Usually, there's always something going on. Last year it was the heat. You know, last year we were at OBU, no air conditioning in there, and their press box is super nice, but there's no air conditioning
Cliff Harris Stadium
for that Walnut Grove game versus Malvern. What a game that was! 58-57 was the final score of that ball game.
I was thinking 56-54.
Maybe 57-56. I think it was a 1-point game.
Okay.
Anyway, all that being said, it was still a very, very good ball game.
Yeah, great one. One of the best we've had.
Absolutely.
I still got probably Murfreesboro and Mineral Springs in a conference championship against 2 undefeated teams last year at Murfreesboro. Is probably our best football game to date. Coming down to a goal line stand in overtime. That was a great one.
Right.
Magnet Cove 17-0 over Gurdon at the half. And I think that's it we got right now. All we have.
It's been a fun one here, 18-13, as they've put a couple minutes on the clock, both teams out. You know, one of the things you would think might be the advantage here for Bismarck as we go into the second half would be the fact that they've got 38 players on the team to keep them a little bit more fresh. I mean, you've got 22 players on the Mansfield club, maybe less, maybe 21.
You see them right there warming up in your screen.
Yeah. So you wonder if they might get a little bit tired, but
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
But they're coming out. They've come out firing here in the first half, and they look pretty good.
If you pan over, and he's panning over to Bismarck now, you'll see the difference in total team roster size, and it's pretty evident as soon as you see the massive blue down there in that north end zone. I say north. This stadium's it's not exactly north and south. It's a little bit northwest to southeast, the way the sun was setting on us over there.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I think they have to they've kind of had to go with what they had. You know, it's a little bit rolly. The hills are a little rolly through here, and they had to find a good spot to put a football field. But what a beautiful place it is.
It really
what a fun
is.
Atmosphere to be a part of.
I don't know when they built that new high school, but it is a very nice 3A high school. You can kind of see it if he pans up right now just north of where he's at. You see it there in the background behind a wayside stands there. And that's just one end of it, and it's pretty long. And really nice facilities. Home side over here on this side. There's not a lot of room, I'd say, on the sideline to the where the bleachers are.
Right.
But a nice field, a nice facility, nice campus. I'm really impressed every time we come down here to Bismarck. We haven't brought it up this time. We had them as a sponsor last time, but Fisherman's Grill and Pizza Shack. We had to hit it back up when we came back into town.
Throw the local sponsor up real quick while we have a chance.
Throw them locals up, but great catfish over there. Great pizza, great wings.
It's one of our
ribs.
Favorites.
Yeah.
One of our favorites to come to when we come over here to eat and come over here to visit is the Fisherman's Grill and Pizza Shack.
And our local sponsors, that's for the Bismarck Lions, the Booster Club, and Simply You Fitness at 501-844-6509. If you go to the Fisherman's, the Fisherman's Grill and Pizza Shack, you might want to call Simply You Fitness afterwards because you're going to have to work it off a little bit. I promise you that.
Yep.
I'm just now starting to feel better. Halftime. We ate about 4:35. So, all right, we're getting underway. Let's get back out to the live cam here. Aaron Powers, 12 minutes on the clock, 18-13. Bismarck will get the ball first in the second half, and they got a little bit of catching up to do. And they're going to kick that out of bounds for a penalty. They're going to mark it down. Went out of bounds at about the 31 is where the line judge there is standing.
So always, in my opinion, each drive of the first drive of each half is always so important, setting the tone for the rest of the game. You feel like for Bismarck, especially right now, they need to be able to answer the score that that Mansfield had not quite before the half, but just a little bit there. Well, it was just 32 seconds, even though Bismarck did threaten with the score of their own there. I feel like Bismarck really needs a score right here.
Well, both teams really going back and forth, and if you don't score here, you give Mansfield that opportunity to go up 2 possessions, and you don't want that. So it would be big for them to answer. He's getting blitz. It's kind of a screen. Going to get it out to the back. That is number 26. He's had a good night, Johnny Diaz.
Really good play call to start the second half right there by Bismarck.
Yep, use the aggression of the defense, trying to pin the ears back a little bit. They set that screen, get downfield. He makes some men miss and has a nice pickup. He's all the way down to the 42-yard line of Mansfield. So we got 3 wide. Faking on the man on the jet sweep. Quarterback keeps it. That's Ben Keithley. He'll get about 4 on the gain, maybe 3. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 39. 3-yard pickup. So 2nd and 7. Bismarck in the huddle. Back-to-back positive plays here for the Lions to start this half. So we got 3 wide, make it 4 wide, 2 by 2. Running back's in a pistol formation. Now one of the receivers comes in motion. They're going to hand it to the running back in the pistol. It's blocked up it's a good job there from the line of Mansfield and the linebackers to come up and hold him there. He doesn't get hardly anything. He's going to pick up about 1 on the play.
If we had a camera here, we could get this little baby that's right in front of us here. That would probably be the best shot of the night right there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. Y'all can just wonder about it.
Right.
Is that their version of a noisemaker?
Quarterback's back over the middle, and it's been fun to see Keithley. He's not been afraid to throw the football across the middle of the field. Pick up for a first down there to number 3, Preston Hughes.
About 13 yards on that pickup.
What were you saying, Aaron? What were you trying to say?
Is that their version of the noisemaker, the baby? And they just hold it up and it makes some noise.
Well, that was a
failed
attempt of a joke.
Hold up. No, that wasn't the right one. We'll get it in a minute. Keithley's going to keep over to the right side and going to fall forward a little bit. He's down at the 21. Pickup of 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 7.
It's a good drive here by Bismarck. Start the second half.
See, it's making noise. The baby.
I can't hear it. I'm trying to find the crickets.
He plays the wrong one.
I think it's this one.
Wah.
There we go. I got it now.
Okay.
Next time Aaron talks, we'll get it set up. All right, 4 wide, 2 by 2. Keithley's rolling to his right. Looks like a little power sweep. And it's strung out well from from Mansfield. Number 61, the first man there to stop him. That is Caden Orr, a junior.
Maybe a few feet on the gain, not much.
Caden Orr got in there as he tried to cut it back up in, and the ball come out at the last second. Keithley kind of was holding his head there on the ground. He took a pop that time.
Nice camera work by Chase up there.
Yeah, it was. Chase, that was perfect that time. That was about the edge of what you got right there on the scoreboard wise. Good job. All right, we're back in 2 by 2. Number 3 comes in motion. Keithley's going to keep it. Power off the right side. Ooh, another good pop. 55 coming in that time.
Oh, that's going to be a blow to the head, I'm pretty sure.
Xander Walters on the tackle with a couple other Tigers with him.
Referee's going to him, I guess he's warning him.
Missed the replay that time, a little late. Here you go, Aaron. That's more of a
thanks.
Wow. Anyways,
I tried.
So you got a late hit is what you're saying? Is that what you saw?
I'm trying to figure out if they're going to call it a blow to the head. Personal foul. Mm-hmm. What they call unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's after the play. Unsportsmanlike, that's going to be a first down. They only gained about 2 yards, which would have brought up about a 4th and 5 there. So that's a big play.
Yeah, I took my eyes off to see what number 55's name was at the end. So I don't know if there was an extra shove in there on the end of it or what, but they called it after the play. So now it's first and goal at the 8-yard line. 2-by-2 formation again. And he's got a man in the middle. A little slant play.
I'm telling you, he puts that ball right on the
Pretty
money.
pass. Preston Hughes. I'm sorry, that was his brother. That was number 5, Cademan Keith Lee.
Right on the money.
On the reception.
Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, you are watching one heck of a high school quarterback right now. I don't care who's recruiting or what his list is. When you can make that throw as a high schooler, that's a good throw. That's a big-time quarterback.
Snap was a little low. The holder does a great job with it, and it's up and through. Nice kick that time from number 21, Van Naw, the junior. And we'll take a short break. We'll be back right after this. 20-18, Mansfield down 2.
It's a time in our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Keithley on the drive was 3 of 3 for 38 yards and a touchdown. What a drive, what an answer there for the Bismarck Lions.
Nice. Yeah, he also ran the ball several times as well, putting his team on his back on that drive. And that ball's going to bound. That's a live football. It's picked up by number 21. He shows off the wheels to get to the outside, and then he gets popped and rode hard out of bounds. Number 22, Deuce coming up, Andrew Kaplan, a junior, with the tackle. Nice run, though, by number 21, Trayshawn Powell, a senior.
I'll tell you what, the speed that Mansfield has
more than you thought
is
coming
shocking.
in. Yes,
shocking. It's shocking. I mean, it's not one guy. You know, we've seen Burton. We saw Burton last year. He had success against a very, very good Boonville team.
Which one?
Huh?
Which Burton?
It was Daniel Burton, right. We saw him last year. What are you showing me here? Anyway, Burton we knew what he was coming in, but the rest of the bunch is what is surprising.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Burton, Daniel Burton, Samuel Burton, number 10, been a stud all night. We already said him, Andrew Burton. He's got the ball right now, and great job from Bismarck. I think their coach might have got into him a little bit and said, we got to stop this dive play. Everything else works off of it. We do have a Tiger slow to get up, number 78. Offensive lineman Ethan Martin. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. He didn't have to come out.
Hey, make sure you're sharing our broadcast. If you're on YouTube, if you haven't shared it out to your own social media, go ahead and do that. It really helps us. Make some comments. Subscribe to us. Hit that notification bell. It really helps us out.
Okay, so we got 2nd and 10. Wing T formation, quarterback under center. That's Strozer. And now we got a flag, delay a game. Play clock ran down. They just got to the line. And we've got our –
Here, I'm going to take a picture.
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture, and we can post it later of the mighty, mighty Lion fan here. That is awesome. Beautiful baby. Did you get it in time?
I got it.
Good.
Aaron, I'm sending that.
Oh, he's back.
Sending that to you.
So Aaron will post that for you here later. So he does his magic and gets it on the screen for you. So, you got number 2, Burton in motion. Oh, pocket collapse. Ball comes out. Bismarck's on it. They're saying it is clearly a fumble, and Bismarck ball. A huge turnover inside the 20.
Wow.
They're in the red zone already.
I think you're right, Duran. I'll tell you what, Bismarck has come out completely fired up.
They're stuffing the
ready
middle.
to go.
I mean, they were blitzing those gaps that time, the A gap. And did that replay catch it? Or was it a little bit late?
Loss there.
Huge loss. They ended up giving it to him at the 19, where they say they recovered the ball. He got hit immediately, had no time to do anything. And Mansfield in trouble here a little bit. They need to get a stop.
Uh-oh.
Keithley, pump fake, has to pump again. Now the pocket collapse. He breaks out, looking like Talon.
Oh,
and we got a hold in the backfield possibly as Keithley turns it up, dives for the end zone.
You
he would
got
have
that
been
on replay?
in.
Do we have the hold on replay there? It's coming back.
I don't think he replayed it. Yeah, it's going to be hold on Bismarck.
And that's going to be from the spot of the foul, by the way.
The spot is about the 28-yard line or so.
So that's a like 22-yard loss there.
And he did get that ball across the goal line. The replay, when we captured it, it was after the penalty.
Right. What a run, though. My gosh.
Keithley taking over the second half. And it stinks that he has to, lose a play with that kind of effort.
Right.
That's always tough when you work your tail off and run 30, 40 yards all together and it all comes back, all for naught. So that's odd. They moved the ball almost like it was a spot foul. They didn't mark 10.
So maybe if it's above 10, they just go.
It's a spot foul. I don't know. It's
man,
right at 10. So it's first and 20.
High school has their own rules, man.
Yep, first and 20. Oh, wow. Little hand. That was a nice play. Hits his brother, Cademan. They faked the dive. Little running back handoff up the middle, and immediately hits his brother on a little slant. She's kind of coming. I don't know if it's a slant or a crossing route. I have to go back and see it from the get-go again. He was wide open across there. They're really picking on the middle of the defense right now in the passing game. What's awesome about the baby that the fans keep holding up, he's got blue eyes. Bismarck blue, for sure.
Yep.
All right, so.
Gain of about 9 on that play, wasn't it?
Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Yes. Keithley's going to keep over the right side. Took it to the weak side that time. He picks up about 6, maybe 5 on the play. Looks like he's going to be just short of the 15.
If he had just went ahead and followed his block.
They gave him the 15. Go ahead.
He had the block there. If he had just went ahead and followed that block,
instead of cutting it up as soon, he stay outside a little longer.
No, he had the lane is what I'm saying. If he had just followed the block all the way into the lane, he might have scored.
So here we go, 3rd and about 6. Quarterback's back. He's got a wall. It's intercepted. That's Burton there, number 3, Samuel Burton. He breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's got a woman helping him on the way. Big 72. He's still up. He finally brought down at the 40. They'll give him about a foot past the 40-yard line.
I'm going to tell you.
Wow. Samuel Burton with a great return in, what was it, number 72, wasn't it? Logan Orr was the man that hit him, picked him up, and kind of carried him along.
I'm going to tell you, there ain't going to be too many teams in the state of Arkansas that's going to out-athlete this team. They have the athletes. There's no doubt about it. And I'll tell you another thing that they did right there. I don't know if you noticed it, but that was a zone blitz. Man, that's hard. That's hard to do as a quarterback to recognize that. That was a good job there by the defense for Mansfield.
That was a great job by head coach Whit Overton. I don't know if he's a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator as well. A lot of times in high school at this level, they're usually one of both. But they've been picking on those little slants, getting those little plays inside the hashes. And look at this, number 10, Andrew Burton. They didn't stop the dive play that time. We were just talking about that the first couple drives, and that time he just powered his way, looking like some Dax Goff on that action.
Isn't this such a game of momentum swings?
Run. All the way to just shy of the 45, 1st and 10. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to bust his way in there. He's twisting. They'll finally run him back. They better let go because the whistle's blowing. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty possibly. Bismarck very lucky.
Yep.
Very lucky.
Let me tell you a little backstory. This is just something that I just found out I really hadn't got a chance to say. Mansfield ordered new uniforms. They've got the helmets, right? The new helmets with the tiger stripes on them. Where's this spot at?
They're going to give them the
Well, it seemed like you got a little bit more than that. Anyway,
44.
Mansfield ordered brand new uniforms in January and still don't have them. They apparently are getting them next week.
Okay. So they're going with last year's jerseys.
Yep.
New helmets, though.
Yep.
Fake the dive. Quarterback keeps. It's blown up. Great job for number 65 scraping over and putting a stamp on the end of that play. Lucas Chapman.
I'll tell you what, man, this is just a great high school football game. I mean, two teams battling it out. You can't ask for much better. This is about as evenly matched as it gets.
Bismarck had all the momentum after that turnover. Just scored a touchdown, and then they throw that little pick, and now Mansfield, momentum has swung a little bit. Good play there on second down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. See if they can get a stop. A little bit of a delay.
Oh, no.
Around the other way. He's got him. He's gone.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
That was an unbelievable fake. Number 21, Van Naw. I'm sorry, wrong team. Trayshawn Powell takes it to the house. I thought they were going to intercept the pitch, and then he come inside.
So close.
So close. He takes it, and the blocking downfield on the corner down here, or the safety, whatever he might have been, around the 40, he got hemmed in to the inside, and it was over.
My goodness. You want to talk about dialing one up. They just dialed it up right there. 3rd down and 10. They pulled it out of their old playbook. They needed it. They pulled it out. They scored. Unbelievable play. And you got to think now they're going for 2 from here until the rest of the game.
Tell you right now, if you're a fan of the wing T, you'd love that play right there.
Boy, that was a nice play.
Trying to make this where a field goal could win it for them. Toss out to the right. That's Burton. Burton reverses course. He's still in his feet. Reverses again. He's bracketed now, and they're finally stringing him out of bounds.
Mansfield coaches wanting they're saying horse collar over there. They're also saying he hit him afterward.
It was number 2 on the carry. He had a hold of the jersey right above the number, not inside the pad, but really around to grab the back. If he would have jerked him down, he probably would have got the call.
Ched Carpenter says, "Great job, guys." I wonder who that guy is.
Good camera work, huh?
Hey, Chase, if you know a guy named Ched Carpenter, give me a nod with the camera. Oh, wow.
So, wow, back and forth action, 24-20.
Hey, look, what do you expect from the number 6 and the number 8 teams in 3A? You know what I mean?
Somebody must know what they're doing with these preseason rankings.
I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect here?
Great matchup. Like I said, earlier we were talking about, originally we were planning to go to Jonesboro with Conway, and things didn't work out. We ended up switching it up, and to find a game this good at the last second, we really are lucky to do that, and it has not disappointed. Got a decent return here for a moment, but that's that man again, number 10, Andrew Burton on the tackle.
Differing styles of play, but and that's what makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like everybody runs the same style anymore. So when you get a chance to watch two teams that differ,
right. Someone, lower levels you get a lot more wing tee. Upper levels you get more spread. Tonight we got one of each, so it's been a lot of fun to see. And I will say, to me, I don't know why, but Mansfield's wing tee just feels a little different because they almost always have 2 wide receivers.
Well,
they're really balanced with it and stuff.
Well, also you just got to think about the athletes, man. They're throwing these athletes out at you.
Little toss. It's Cademan Keithley, and I think they're gonna get a face mask. And that face mask is going to give them some extra yards after the loss. Trying to get the official call here. Yep. Face mask on the defense. And Going to be the 15-yard variety.
That's a big
all the way
penalty
up
there.
to the 34-yard line. So that'll be a first down for Bismarck, who find themselves down 4 with 3:38 to go in the third.
15-yard penalty will get Bismarck starting first and 10. From Bismarck's 34.
Four wide receivers, 2 by 2. Keithley rolling to his left. He's going to throw back across the middle. He's got 2 men, and it's almost intercepted. As number 3, I think you want him as a quarterback, you want him to come back and just take over that and come get the ball.
Yeah.
Kind of gave the defender a chance to get his hands on it. You don't want that at all. There is a flag on this play unless we left that up.
Well, I will tell you, if you have a knock,
I'm sorry, no flag.
If there is a knock on Keithley, it might be that right there. He's done that a couple times, rolling one way and try to throw back the other way. If you don't get
pass to make.
It's a hard pass to make. You got to have the strongest arm out there. And he's got a good one, but I don't know if he's got one that strong to be able to throw that pass all the time.
There's that little play. It's intercepted. What a play. The nimble feet, number 78, steps in front of Ethan Martin, the junior.
Come on, Ethan Martin.
Wow.
Come on, baby.
That coming. They ran that play earlier, a little delayed screen over the middle.
Ethan Martin just made the play of his high school career right there.
It could end up being the difference. We'll have to find out, but Ethan Martin, D-tackle.
I mean, momentum after momentum swing, right?
That's a dream right there for a lineman.
I
If
mean,
he just kept his feet, that's what he'll hear about from now on. They won't be the interception. It'll be, man,
Can you imagine having to tackle that kid?
Right. You better go low.
Eyes through thighs, drive for 5, baby.
Man, turnovers are really hurting Bismarck right now. I'm going to give it on the dive up the middle. Good job from Bismarck to hold them. That's Andrew Burton on the carry. It's been their workhorse between the tackles tonight.
Another big drive here for Bismarck especially. Well, again, the momentum shifts in this game. You felt like Bismarck started to seize that momentum, and then the 2 interceptions off 2 great plays, both by defensive linemen, and it's changed the momentum of the ball game. And now Mansfield's in a spot that they could go up 2 scores here as we get close to the 4th quarter.
And I want to give credit to both these coaches, DJ Keithley over Bismarck and Whit Overton over at Mansfield. To schedule a game of this magnitude this early in the year, it's a 3A battle, a team you might see again in the playoffs. It's not like when you schedule an FCS team in college and you're an SEC team. This is 2 big-time schools in both top 10 ranked that you're going to have to play really good. You can't just be vanilla in this game. You've got to show a lot of stuff. And a lot of times coaches shy away from that because they don't – you risk injuries in a bigger game like that. You risk showing a lot of wrinkles that you might want to hold off to a conference play. And neither one of these coaches shied away from that. And we're seeing a big-time matchup right now. 24-20, a minute 52 to go in the third. Samuel Burton in motion. They gave it to Andrew up the middle. And Bismarck doing a good job. It's going to bring up 4th down. A little surprised we didn't see anything outside there.
4th and 4. 4th and 7, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just
Pick
looked
up
at the
1,
4.
I think, on that one.
Just went brain dead just a little bit.
After this play, we'll load that up. Yeah, we're going to have a time. Nope, we're going to get the flag. Legal shift that time is what it looked like. Offsides is what they end up calling.
Oh, goodness. That's a
on the
big one.
defense, yeah.
That's a big one. Go from 4th and 7 to 4th and 2.
We might see the dive again. I got a feeling we might not, though. Let's see what they do here. They've done some tricks here on the little tosses. We saw the big touchdown a moment ago. Might see a fake toss, quarterback keep it. Let's see what happens here. Watch number 3 if he comes in on a little bit of a fake in the round. He won't. They're getting everybody to the right. It's an option. Quarterback not
Just
going to.
blown up.
Yeah, nothing he can do with it.
We got a
There's
flag coming in. And that's got to be a face mask.
It's either a hold or a face mask. When it came in, I think you might be right, Brad. I think it might be a face mask. And if so, that's going to be a first down.
Oh, that's a huge one. Huge one.
We're watching the replay. You can see it now.
Yep. Oh, no,
I
they're
don't see
calling
a face mask.
They're calling the horse collar.
Horse collar.
Calling the horse collar.
Let's watch it one more time before you go. All right, never mind. You're good. Yeah, pull it back up while they're marking it off. See if we get the back of the jersey here anywhere. I think the first guy through might have had his hand in there. Number 7. I'm not sure, though. It's tough. So, first down, 1st and 10
They had it
at the
blown
13.
up. That's the biggest part of that, 4th down, and they had the play blown up, and then you get that call.
These are one of those moments where, as a defensive coordinator in the defense right now, you're out there, you got to shake it off.
So, I'll say it after the play here.
Ran into each other and little communication problems, and they blow it up again.
Not sure.
So, good job by Bismarck to not let that one kind of linger. You know, sometimes you have a huge play messed up because of a penalty, and you let it linger over that next play, and they don't. They get a huge loss, about 3-yard loss, maybe 4.
I think they're going to take this one to the 4th.
I do too.
Yep.
You're up 4. You're threatening.
What I was going to say was they've really kind of went into that 4-minute offense already.
I have noticed that too.
Yeah.
So before we go to break, we've got the number 1 fan in all of Bismarck, and if you disagree, you're just not a nice person. Go ahead and pull it up. There he is. They keep putting him up here in front of us.
What's the baby's name? Where's the baby? Hey, sir.
They're located right across from Dollar General, open Monday to Friday.
We'll find out the baby's name and give it to you after the break.
All right, we're going to go to break.
Oh, really?
There's twin babies they've been popping up here. We didn't even know.
Twin babies, Briar and River.
Okay.
There's
Briar
2 of them.
and
they're
River.
they're coming up over the edge there.
Bismarck Loyal. All right, we're going to take a break. More from the Lions Club right after this. Falcon 21, Dirt zip in the 3rd. That's impressive. Is Falcon, they're both.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Thank you to all the fine sponsors. As we get back to live action, we'll get them in just a moment.
Got a toss out to the left. Nice job putting his foot in the field in the ground there and getting vertical was number 2, Daniel Burton. Nice gain on 3rd and long. Gonna bring up a 4th down though. I guess that was 2nd down. They'd already changed the number on it. Sorry, lost it right when we come back from break. So now it's 3rd down. 3rd and about 8, maybe 7. 3rd and 7.
Obviously,
It's a
they've
big
got
down here.
They've got 2 plays
Yeah.
to get this.
They definitely do. Got 1 wide receiver. Going to fake the dive. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's got a little seam. Ooh. He was a little bit loose with the football. Never came out, though. And he gets all the way inside to the 10. He's It's going to be short of the first down, though.
Biggest play of the football game right here.
Yep, 4th and about almost 2, a long one.
Biggest play of the football game. A stop here, and Bismarck can still win it. Not to say they can't, but if Mansfield gets this and scores, Bismarck's in trouble.
Got to get a good push up the middle here. It looks like he's going to check out of something. He's getting the play. Looking at the wristband now. Running back.
Good move.
Yeah, nice toss. Can he break the tackle? He's going to be brought down. It's a face mask,
yeah.
and they're going to be half the distance to the goal line.
So he got the first down anyway. Then they're going to get half the distance. Of course, half the distance isn't going to be but a couple yards.
What I was trying to get to, and I ran out of time there as they snapped it, but the fullback, Andrew, kind of moved up a step that time, and the toss brought it in around behind him. That way he can get a – I don't know if it was just the design of it so he can get in there and get the block quicker.
Personal foul, face mask.
How do you like the new graphics that we're running? Every year we run a little bit new of a graphic set. I feel like we've got a look that's similar to Monday Night Football. I like it. I think it's a great look.
Yeah, we put a little texture there. If you see that, that's football leather that you're seeing in the background of the boards for each team. Handoff up the middle. That's Andrew Burton for the score. He's going to put his Mansfield Tigers up 2 scores now. 2-possession ball game, 30-20 with 10:08 to go in the 4th.
So we know the Bismarck offense can score quickly. The question is going to be, can they stop Mansfield? Most of the time the answer's been no. They haven't been able to. Mansfield has come up with just enough on the defensive side of the ball to keep this lead.
Going to kick the extra point. It'd make it an 11-point game if they can be successful.
Now, they have changed kickers, by the way. Just an interesting.
Is that the quarterback now?
Yeah.
Jeremy Stozier, and he's straight on kicker.
Oh, goodness.
And there was another. I guess they just blew the whistle so quick on the kick.
So as soon as the ball is kicked in high school, they blow the whistle.
But earlier, it was before that, I believe. I don't even remember. Was it a bad snap last time that happened? I don't remember. But anyways, 31-20. Yeah.
Kicked it off the side of his foot.
That's right. 31-20, 11-point lead. Mansfield gets that PAT to go. Good job from Stozier, the quarterback.
I want to tell you, Bill gave you a congratulations.
On what?
For saying Falk the right way for the first time in your
Lord.
life.
That's not true. I said it right last year at the state tournament. After the first day, for sure.
There's 2 babies.
I don't know
there,
what
twins. Last name She. As Amber Tyson says, the 2 babies are there. She knows the babies that we just put up there. So
Mansfield now, Bismarck now has their work cut out for them. They got to score 2 scores here and hold Mansfield in this last 10:08.
Got almost 200 live devices on us right now.
Thank you all. Line drive kick goes through the hands. He's going to pick it up. Going to get behind the man. Not a lot of room, but makes the best out of it. He's going to be brought down right at the 30.
If you're on a live device right now and you haven't hit that subscribe button, let me tell you, I'm going to send the police to you. Now make sure you hit that subscribe button. Cameron Kitchen says your graphics are great. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Bill says, after the first day, Duran is crazy.
Right. I didn't say it wrong after the first day, I don't think. No, the first day, that was wrong.
We actually worry when you have to pronounce Falk because it might come across as something else.
I don't ever say that. I say folk sometimes. I don't say anything else.
Well, it's the first day, too, so you're trying to, dust off old cobwebs and everything.
Fake the jet sweep. Quarterback's going to break some tackles. Nice run. He's going to have the first down.
Great run.
Now, 78, the man with the nimble feet on the pick earlier, ended up getting on the end of that tackle, him and one other.
So, to me, whoever wins this game, regardless of who it is, the loser can't hang their head. They've got a good season in front of them. I'm telling you, both these teams are going to be contenders in the playoffs this year.
This game won't affect your conference standings.
It's a good test to start the year. I mean,
it really is. You're going to learn a lot.
Yep.
Nice little quick pitch out, little pass. Good tackle, 66, I should say, bringing the wood at the end. Dakota Deer senior for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, I really like the play calling of Bismarck. I mean, it just seems like they have such a good handle on how to call plays for their team. And, you know, just look at the front lines. They are at a size disadvantage tonight, so that is something. But, again, it's the contrasting styles that kind of make it equal.
53 is a big old boy for Bismarck as we see Cademan Keithley break free for another first down.
Good run there by Keithley.
53 is Noah Smith at left tackle, left guard. I have to see where he lines up again. I think he's the left guard. He is probably the biggest guy on the line.
Bismarck going no huddle now.
Yep. Going to throw it out, little RPO style. He's going to make a man miss. Not this time. Cut down from number 2, Daniel Burton, but a nice pickup from Preston Hughes. Preston Hughes had a big night tonight. Called his name several times.
Here's what I see. I'm going to call this right now. This offense for Bismarck is going to be one of the hardest offenses to contend with in 3A as the year goes on, because when they hit a rhythm, they're going to be hard to beat.
4 wide. He's looking to the left where he had his trips. Now he'll roll to the right. He's going to kind of fade. Ooh. Sometimes he has a tendency to do that. Where
Too much.
He kind of wants to jump back because he's trying to make a guy miss or give himself another second and then throw the ball. And that's a hard thing to do.
It is.
You know, especially late across the middle.
He's got that, you know, we talk about Matt Jones because of Taylon Green and his, but he's got that Matt Jones-ish type of ability where you think, well, the play's dead, it's not going to, and then something good happens. Yeah.
Right.
But sometimes even Matt Jones would do things that weren't quite as good as you'd like him to do. That's the kind of catch-22 you have with a player like him.
Right. It's like a kid taking a 27-foot three-point shot in basketball in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock. Well, when it goes in, you're like, no, yes, and that one was misjudged from the defender. And number 3, Preston Hughes, goes up, climbs the ladder, brings it in, and walks in the end zone.
Just like that. They come right back.
Less than 2 full minutes, they go down and make it a one-possession game, so 31-26.
You can see why Mansfield's going to a 4-minute offense, right? I mean, they don't want to get into the shootout. Bismarck's been able to score that quickly, you know. So is Mansfield, but it's just different ways.
Ben Keithley. Beautiful pass, and honestly, number 21, Trayshawn Powell had a good beat on it. He just mistimed that jump.
So here's something. Here's something to think about. I'll say it after the play.
Spreading them out. He's looking left. He's going to let it rip, and he hits number 7. If he holds on, it's good. It is. So they made it a 3-point game. That was Malachi Stephenson.
Okay, so unless the rule has changed in Arkansas, non-conference games end in a tie. So you've got a 3-point ball game. This will dictate how this ball game ends, because I doubt that Bismarck would play for a tie.
Right.
You know? So it could dictate. You get to the end.
You know what they say about ties, right? It's like kissing your sister.
Yeah.
No. You never heard that?
Have you ever kissed your sister?
No. So, I never tied anybody either. We're talking about my sister, right? Oh, man.
Oh, Timbo says, hit that subscribe. Add a boy or girl, Timbo, whoever that is. Thank you. We got 204 on YouTube, and we've got 35, 40 on Facebook right now. Yeah, 46. We got 256. I mean, we're doing pretty good.
31-28, 3-point game. Yeah, it's a really good turnout week 1. We really appreciate it. End over end kick. It's going to bound over the receiver. That was the man, Trayshawn Powell, on the coverage a moment ago. Great job. He made a couple of guys miss, but they just kept swarming to the football there, and that's what you do. Couldn't get back to that 10-yard line. Or I should say 20-yard line. And we got a flag.
Way to go, Ski!
Supposed to do that?
No.
I don't think it's supposed to take over the whole screen.
Not sure what happened
like
there.
We said, first game of the season.
But, hey, it's a flag. You know now.
Right. Well, let's get it off the screen.
Zero clue what happened there.
You know, the flag was picked up, and he's putting it back in his pants. I never saw an official call of anything. It looks like the ball hasn't been moved from the 16, has it?
So I think they may have just dropped the flag, or they talked about it and they said no penalty. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 16. They got to go 84 yards. If they do, it will really put Bismarck in trouble, because if they go 84 yards the way they're going right now, more of a, they're definitely taking their time before they get the playoff. They're down to 7 right now, even though the clock hasn't started. A little toss. He's going to get the edge. Tried to stay in bounds. I believe it's going to be close. They'll say he did go out. Clock has stopped. Pick up of about 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Nose of the football is right on the 20.
Give me who carried
they're
that.
Taking their time.
Give me who carried that last one again.
I can't remember now. Sorry. Got an end around. They give it on the dive. He's over the right side. He's going to pick up 4, maybe 5. It was a long 6, short 7 that time, and he's going to be right at the 20, just south of the 25. Brings up 3rd and about 2. Gonna hand it up on the dive again. Bismarck stiffens. I don't know if he got it. I don't think he did.
No.
They're going to give him the 25, but he needed to get to the 26.
Boy, what a decision there is right here.
Man, I don't know. That's tricky right there.
Think
Now,
they might
if you think you can get it, but I will say Bismarck a couple times tonight has stiffened. That run was by number 2, Daniel Burton, that you were asking about, Brad.
Okay.
I thought it was, but I wasn't 100%, so I didn't want to say it until I checked. But Bismarck has stiffened a few times when you knew that they were trying to get 1 or 2 yards, so it's tough. Tough play here. Play clock's just now at 23.
Big, huge play. Oh, my goodness.
They're going for it, unless they're going to try to draw him.
Yep.
He checks out of it. I think they do that on purpose. They've done that 3 times tonight I know of. He's going to get the play call.
Yeah, they're
Clock's
probably going to call
6.
timeout.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout and punt it. And I don't know if you like to waste a timeout there, but I don't know if that was really the design, that they were going to waste it. But the time it took to get it all decided and to actually do the fake, then you don't have time. But maybe that was a decision altogether.
Let's say thanks to the local sponsors one more time. Hey, also, we haven't recognized Arkansas Tech University has been with us now for 3 years. They are the title sponsor throughout this season. One more time, we appreciate Arkansas Tech University for being with us. D3 Auto Sales, home of the Most Valuable Player Award. I appreciate them as well. Heirloom Legal has been with us for a long time. And Tyson Foods, and we'll get to the local sponsors right now. You got Simply You Fitness and the Bismarck Lions Booster Club. They helped us with our hometown sports, Arkansas football preview. I hope you enjoyed that. If you got a chance to see that, let us know in the comments if you watched that. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, talking about D3 Auto Sales, I was looking at their inventory the other day. They had I want to say it was a 2015, or it might have been an 18 GMC. I think it was a 15 GMC Sierra. Had a lift on it already. I mean, just a sharp-looking truck. Great prices on it. You can go to their Facebook page, D3 Auto Sales, and you can look at their website. They got a link there for you right there in their information. Go look at that inventory. They are the #1 used independent used car dealer in the state of Arkansas. And they're going to go for it here, it looks like. Under center, it's a toss. He's going to get up the field. Oh, he initially had it, got pushed back a little.
I think he got it.
I think he did. He needed a full yard.
Yep, they're moving it.
And it's a first down, and wow.
Barely, though.
Whit Overton. No Gus, no glory, right?
Onions!
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's having
Intestinal
confidence.
fortitude.
That's having confidence in your players. And why not have confidence in Daniel Burton? I mean, come on now.
Needed one, got two.
That's all they needed. 5:47 to go. You know they're going to be able to run some clock now.
Yeah, I mean, you might see Bismarck start taking some more timeouts. We'll see. See what they do here. They're going to fake the toss. Quarterback's back to pass. He's going to let it rip. This could go the whole. They really.
They dialed it
They
up.
were dialing it up right there.
They
Exactly.
dialed it up. So if that hits and they score, that's the play of the year.
Wow. Great pressure
I'll tell you
by
what,
the
old
right
Chase-
end. Hit the quarterback after he let it go. I'm trying to see what number. Show me a replay one more time, quickly. Nope. I don't know. We lost it. I think it might have been 26. Not sure. We can go back and watch the stream. So, now we're watching it, and I didn't even know you're doing it. We got a play going here, Aaron. They're going to keep over the left side. Very minimum gain. See if we can get a timeout call this time. They stopped the clock themselves with that incompletion. That's the bad thing about dialing one up. When it don't work, you lose getting all that clock ran off, 35 seconds or so. Bismarck will not take the timeout. They've still got 3, both teams with 3. Is that right, Aaron? Okay.
Because I think that was an official timeout earlier.
So here we go. Play clock's down to 3. Going to hand it off on the dive up the middle. Andrew Burton.
They tried to trap that play there, and it just nothing doing. Got to think they're punting now.
Yeah, and Bismarck's been really good on the defensive line on this drive in the middle.
The Elkins Elks, part of our ASN Classic with the Warren Lumberjacks up 31-0 in Oklahoma right now.
You know what team they're playing in Oklahoma?
Miami.
Oh, okay.
Miami, Oklahoma.
Seen some good boxing fights up in Miami. It's actually been on ESPN2 Friday Night Fights back in the day. So I got to delay a game, I believe.
I'm not sure it matters.
4th and 12. Got the clock down to 4:09 now.
I think Pottsville just went final with the victory at Heber Springs.
Nice. You got a score?
I don't.
All right, here we go. Punting. This could be tricky here if it's a bad snap. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a fake. A fake punt over the left side. And thrown up. Nice job. I believe that was Johnny Diaz making the tackle. The man couldn't get around him.
They had it.
That 4th and 12. I'm shocked. I feel like
so it was there.
Like Georgia versus Bama in the SEC championship about 3 years ago.
It was there.
Wow.
It was there, but it was a good job by the defense of Bismarck. They needed one more guy to beat it.
That's right.
And man,
Diaz was out there on the island. And he got it done.
So
the
here
guy
we are.
tried to jump cut over him, and he couldn't do it.
So here we are now. 4:03, plenty of time, obviously, for Bismarck to score.
Plenty of time and great field position at the 30, make it the 29-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep it to power up the middle. So that's 78 with the tackle. No, 61 that time with the tackle. But not until that was Caden Orr, but not until a nice gain from Ben Keithley.
Hit the share button, folks. Hit the share button right now. We got a great one coming here to the end.
Pick up a 5, make a 2nd and 5. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Keithley going to keep this one. Another power. He's got some room. He picks to go outside. He dives for the first down. It's close. I think he's short a yard.
Boy, he's almost at the stick. They may have to measure this one.
Oh, they got it. First down.
Okay.
Got a little bit past it. And 3:22, I don't think Bismarck worries about the clock at all at this point.
No.
Take it all down. This is it. You get in or you don't. Don't give
Mansfield any time to come back down the field.
Again, do they just watch and see how this plays out if it comes down to it?
13 on the play clock. He's going to snap it with 12. Going to spread off to the left side. He's going to cut it back for the touchdown. Man, they were bearing down on Ben Keithley, and he does a jump cut right at the 1 and gets in the end zone clean. Nice play, but did they leave too much on the clock? You got to take it when you can get it. 2:57 to go. They're up 3, and I would say extra point all day. That's what the analytics say right here.
One of the things that we've talked about since we've been kind of covering this preseason, 3A's loaded.
It is very deep,
very deep. And
we ain't even talked about Newport near enough. We brought them up on the broadcast. Amani Wren moves back from Greenwood. They get the BB running back that's committed to Penn State. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
Right.
They look really good against was it Rivercrest tonight?
No,
it was Mark Tree. Mark Tree.
But let me tell you, I'm just telling you right now, 3A quarterbacks, you talk about these interceptions.
That snuck in the right upright.
Talk about the interceptions all you want to, but that kid right there has moxie.
Yeah, he does.
He has moxie. We got a great one coming down to the end, folks.
I tell you, he throws it a little more than I'm used to, but you know, he reminds me of a little bit.
Who?
The quarterback for Rector, the back-to-back state champions in 8-man. Was it Henderson, right? It's his last name, or is it Hendricks?
Henderson.
The coach's son.
Yes.
Reminds me a lot of him, a lot of moxie, and of course the blue don't that has to help too a little bit, I think.
Right.
But really good quarterback. And this is the second time we've gotten to see Keithley in person, and he has definitely impressed us tonight again. Made some deep throws across the middle and put the ball on the money most of the time.
Oh, Timbo, he said he was on the junior high team. He's hit that subscribe button for us. They lost last night to Bismarck 38-20, so he's on the Mansfield.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you, Timbo.
Thank you, sir.
Cameron Kitchen says, I'm in Houston working. Thank you guys for streaming this. It's great being able to watch the game for once. You're welcome. Appreciate you.
So 2:57 left in this one. There's still plenty of time for the high-octane athletes in offense of Mansfield to go down the field. We got a squibber picked up by Samuel Burton. He makes the first guy miss. He runs over a man, and now he's cleaned up by 3 Lions at the end. Ball's at the 36 is probably where they're going to start here.
Check your clock, Aaron.
2:51 on the official game clock in the stadium.
Aaron will get that in just a moment.
He's already got it. Thank you,
You got
sir.
so many things you're focused
I
on.
know.
Doing this.
That's absolutely.
And then you've got the play clock that starts and stops.
We're looking at a way to fix that, by the way, that would free up the hands of the producer.
That would be great.
Yeah. If you had hit the like button right now, go ahead and do that.
It's better than when we did it in an Excel spreadsheet. That was awesome.
Look at this. Got a wide receiver way out. They finally saw him. Yep. Keithley saw him, the quarterback, playing safety at the last second. There's a little toss. Makes one man miss. Breaks that tackle, and then a swarm of Lions bring them down for a very short, maybe 1-yard gain. And time is ticking. 2nd and 9.
Boy.
Official clock is at 2:33. We're right on the money. Perfect, Aaron. And now they've stopped it at 2:32. We got a timeout. I didn't see it.
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout.
Now that's something that Mansfield can't afford right there.
And that is, it may be cramps this late in the game.
Could be.
That's Samuel Burton, who's
looks
had a
like
great night.
Looks like it.
Go ahead and get to our local sponsors again. It's SY Simply You Fitness, 501-844-6509. Give them a call. And Bismarck, the Booster Club for the Bismarck Lions, also, they sponsored our hometown sports. We've talked about it throughout the broadcast. Interviews, we were able to go around. We got about 100 interviews around the state.
102 officially.
102.
Yeah.
And the inaugural season that we've done that, kind of go to every coach. We want you to be able to hear what the coach has to say, talking about certain players coming back, who they're depending on, young guys coming up that they think can play a pivotal role in the upcoming season and help the depth or maybe even be a starter. It was a lot of fun getting around the state. I got to do interviews with Coach Ernie Horskamp down at Camden, Harmony Grove, Washita County. I was able to talk to Coach over at Bearden. I got several in. Brad got several in. We had a nice team. Got
Like we said, 102 of them altogether. I was able to talk to the legendary Tommy Toss. That was really a treat for me over at Farmington as he's come out of retirement to take over that program. So here we go. 2nd and 9, ball on a 37. Oh, that was very delayed. That ball's out. Bismarck's got it.
That's ball game.
One
right
first
there.
down, and it's going to be over.
Wow.
3 timeouts still by Mansfield. That was a late pitch. You know, I'm sure Coach Overton's going to talk to his quarterback about that. In that situation, you probably just want to hold on to it. Well, trying to make a play, though.
Yeah, get to the end of the game, you got to make a play. At that time, Bismarck really has stiffened up here in the 4th quarter. You know, this game looked like it was over at 31-20, but Bismarck has come back. They have fought back, and it looks like they're just a couple plays away from winning their first game of the season.
Just don't call the rollout option pass. Get your foot stepped on by a lineman and drop the football. Other than that, I think one first down, even with 3 timeouts. And look at the younger Keithley. Keithley, I'm sorry. I know I was going to do that at some point. Cademan just kind of weaving his way through traffic, getting all the way to an 8-yard pickup. They're going to give him 9. 2nd and 1. And they're going to save that timeout. I think they're going to – the clock will stop momentarily at the first down, and then they've got to use them. 13 on the play clock, 1:50 on the game clock now. And they get up to the line with 7, 6 on the game clock, play clock, I should say. Snap it with 5. He's going to be hit and driven back.
That's a big one right there.
They got to call timeout now immediately.
And they do.
And with 1:34 left on the game clock, they get the timeout.
Timeout Mansfield.
Makes it tough for a team like Mansfield right now against a team like Bismarck because they have such a threat to throw the football. They can't just load up and blitz the house right now. They're going to have to figure out a way to try to get pressure without having to blitz everybody to do it.
That's right. Especially on a 3rd down.
And I will tell you right now, 3rd down, this is 2 plays for Bismarck as well.
Yes.
So,
100%.
I mean, they got to stop them twice.
I after seeing the last drive by Bismarck and everything that the quarterback, Ben Keithley, was able to do on that drive, he had the football in his hand almost every play. He was running it a lot, ended up scoring. I think I'm going to get him out in space, kind of move the pocket and let him have an option to make a safe, good throw or just tuck it himself. And he's just going to power it on a little power power sweep over the left side. And they'll call timeout immediately.
I mean, he might have gained a foot on that one. What did they give him? Oh, well, he got more than that.
2.
Yep.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
So here it is. And the ball game comes down to this right here.
If he gets the first down, they're in victory formation the rest of the way.
That's it. So at this point, you almost have to. You got to go, man. You got to go cover 0 right here. You got to blitz the house. You got to go for it.
We have 277 live devices
My
across
goodness.
Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for watching.
My goodness, man. We appreciate it.
Was
Subscribe.
I'm watching the stream on my phone, just a little delayed, and number 55 there a moment ago, Xander Walters was that one that made the tackle in the backfield on the running back. That was beautiful form tackle. Just a junior for the Tigers. They got a lot of underclassmen that are be back for them next year as well. All right, so Bismarck is a first down away from winning this ball game.
No, they're just going to line it up, see if they can power it through.
And Bismarck calls a timeout.
Timeout Bismarck.
I mean, when you look at the stick, I mean, it doesn't even look like a full yard there.
Right. Good job from Chase there, getting the Bismarck line down on the sideline. Go ahead, Chase. You can go back down there. There you go.
It's been a cat fight here tonight. Really good ball game for week 0.
By the way, I got a correction. The baby's last name is Ski.
Okay, like
Ski down the
right,
hill.
but they got a player named Ski.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Let me find him.
Now,
Trying to remember where I wrote him down at. But here we go. Keithley's going to keep. He looks like he stopped. Oh, I don't know. He got it. He did get it. First down.
That's it.
And that is going to be the ball game. Number 18, Josh Ski, a junior wide receiver defensive end. Those
Perfect.
babies. Ken, I'm sure.
Yep. And Keithley gets the first down, and now they can run the clock out. What a high school football game this has been to the Arkansas Sports Network to be at early in the year. We've got games coming up. Next week we'll be at Boonville for Boonville and Ozark. And then we've got Elkins and Warren coming up at an ASN Classic. Buy tickets, come out, bring your friends. We have information online to do that. We got Timeout Bismarck. Why don't we just promote ourselves while we get a chance to do that? Promotion, right? Anyway, come out to the ASN Classic at Arkansas Tech University. If your team is away, or if they may have a bye that week, whatever it is, love to have you there. Come out, support us. It not only helps us, it helps the teams. We've entered into an agreement with both teams that we will be able to give them a portion back of everything that comes in. So it helps us, helps the teams. And, hey, and folks, we are still looking for sponsors, both local and, we have what we call major sponsors. If you're interested, you like what you see, give us a call, give us a message. I will tell you, a couple of the businesses that we have, I feel like they have definitely benefited from what we've done. I know that one of them absolutely has told me that they feel like they have benefited from advertising with us. In fact, she said to me, it's the only thing that I've ever gotten that I feel like I've gotten my return on. So
nice, very nice.
And where do you get tickets?
You can buy tickets on Facebook. You can find their the information. Yep, and we'll put up more information here very quickly. And we want to thank the Arkansas Army National Guard for being a sponsor for that.
Yes, sir.
It looks like
minute 36 to play. Atkins is up on Perryville 25-18. Warren driving on Greenbrier, tied at 34, and Warren drops a touchdown in the end zone. Grab it 26-6 final over P. Ridge, and Mayflower 34-21 over Jessieville. Bismarck downs it out for the last time, and they're victorious. They're going to move to 1-0, and that's their 11th victory in the last 15 games here at Bismarck, as Coach DJ Keithley has got it rolling, has turned this program around. They're going to be a tough one to beat all year long. Prescott does have to come to Bismarck later in the year, and that's a game that I got kind of circled. If we don't have one already scheduled for that date,
hey, we might
be something where we can maybe come down again.
If you feel like you guys want us to come back, let us know. We'd love to be here. Very, very impressive win. Let's go to a couple breaks. We'll come back and finish it up, wrap it up here.
All right.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
It's so hot, you're gonna think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not gonna believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
We're back, and as you see, one of the twins of Josh Ski.
Yeah.
One of the big-time fans here at Bismarck going to go home happy tonight after they pick up the 35-31 victory over Mansfield in a top 10 early non-conference matchup here. It's been a big-time night, a lot of fun here. Bismarck's been a great host to us, and we got to watch a great football game, and that's really why we do this. We're just football fans. We're high school sports fans, and love getting to be here and kind of showcase these kids that, especially in the lower levels, they don't get a whole lot of attention. So hope everybody loved what they saw tonight.
So we're not just small school only, but we are small school centric, I would say. And boy, I tell you what, I feel like that being able to give the attention to the smaller schools has paid off for us. I feel like that people have liked what we've done, and we just continue to try to do more. And we appreciate everybody that hits the subscribe button and likes us. That helps us so much. But again, you can sponsor us. There's several ways. If you like what you see, like what you hear, let us know. You got anything, bro?
Yeah, I was talking to Aaron there while you were finishing that up. A couple more scores here. Perryville went for a 2-point conversion, and it was broken up. So Atkins has a 25-24 lead and the ball, 106 to play. So that could be a huge win for the new head coach there at Atkins against Perryville. Greenbrier and Warren tied at 34, and it's the Panthers' ball after an onside kick attempt, I guess. It was no good.
Ched Carpenter says our graphics are amazing. We got to throw it up to Bill Harshaw, Mr. The Wizard of Oz. He does his work behind the scenes. What you got?
Dover Pirates win it. Get the victory over the Lavaca Narrows. 8-0.
Congratulations
nice
to Dover.
Nice defensive battle there.
On the only win they'll have. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
We got Atkins next week, and Atkins is looking good because Perryville has a really good team
that's
this
right.
year.
Atkins
that's going to
is
be a
on the
tough
upswing.
game.
Atkins on the upswing.
The Rivals Cup in Polk County.
Totally kidding, Dover fans. If you're watching, listening, I promise. I'm just kidding.
He better be.
We are watching.
We might just leave right on the side of the highway.
Both of you are here.
We have to drive home with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been fun. Like we've been talking about, both of these teams, you do not want to see them come playoff time. I promise you that. I don't care if you're a 1 seed and they're a 3 seed.
Let's see if
you
we
don't
can get
play them.
Somebody up here. Let me
they
see
are
if I
very
can.
good, and I think they can. Both of these teams has a chance to go pretty deep in these playoffs. And like we've been talking about throughout the broadcast, the 3A is super deep. Let me pull up our rankings, our preseason rankings real quick while Brad's seeing if he can get some Bismarck guests up here. Just a moment. We post so much on there. I'm trying to go back and find it. It was just earlier this week. Go into the photos. It'll be quicker. Okay, over in the 3A, we've got Prescott at number 1. And this is preseason rankings, and this is by a group. This is a panel of us that work for the Arkansas Sports Network and some volunteers we have as well. So it was the total points and how we came up with the rankings for each classification. So in 3A, Prescott got 48 points towards first place. Boonville had 45 points, so right on their heels at number 2. Rivercrest comes in at number 3. McGee at number 4. Number 5, Glen Rose. Number 6, Mansfield. Number 7, Walnut Ridge. Number 8, Bismarck. Number 9, Salem. Number 10, Charleston. So, obviously, Bismarck winning tonight over Mansfield will shake that up a little bit because we had it 6 Mansfield, 8 Bismarck. Prescott, they have a really good team this year. I think they'll probably stay at number 1. Rivercrest is a team that played for the 4A state title last year against Harding Academy. Other than Elkins, nobody played Harding Academy better. And really, you could even say that Rivercrest played them better than Harding did. Than Elkins did. Rivercrest did intercept Owen Miller, who was our D3 Auto Sales Player of the Year last year. It was the first interception he threw all year. He had over 40 touchdowns, 1 pick in the state championship game. So, it's just so deep down here. We got Charleston at 10. Everybody knows how good they are. There's some teams that aren't even on there that, it's like I said, it's a panel of guys. So I've had some different rankings myself. Lots of people had a couple variations here and there, but that's what it came out to in the end. A lot of deep teams. Hoxie's not on there. Hoxie all-time has a great winning record against Walnut Ridge. That's a very dynamic rivalry, as those teams are basically one side of the road is Walnut Ridge, the other side's Hoxie. At one point, the baseball field for one of those schools was in the other one's school district. So that's a really unique and cool rivalry over there. McGee, another team that's definitely up there. Camden, Ouachita County, Harmony Grove is what I call them, but Harmony Grove, Ouachita County. I had them in my top 10, and they just missed our overall standings, and they had a big-time game tonight against Junction City, I believe, if I remember correctly. I was looking at those scores earlier. So we're going to go to a break. We'll see if Brad can get someone up here for us in just a moment. Stay with us, and then we'll wrap it up. If we don't have a guest up here, we'll see if we can get an interview.
We need the help of legal services.
Wrong.
Well,
The
let Leah
prices on these
Jacobs at
trucks are
Heirloom
the
Legal at
lowest prices
425
ever.
North
My
Church Street
trucks
in
look
Atkins
different.
be
Drink
your
plenty of
go-to
water
when
and
you
wipe
are
your
needing
eyes.
assistance.
You're not
If you're
gonna
needing a
believe
will or a
these
trust,
prices.
maybe
Go
you're
to
helping
D3
an
Auto
elder parent
Sales
with
on
Medicaid
Facebook
issues,
right
or planning
now.
on opening a brand new business. Maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
That's it.
All right, we're back here at Bismarck for the last time. I don't think we're going to have an interview, so we're going to close this one out. It's been a fun night. Bismarck with the 35-31 lead over Mansfield. I did go, Brad, while you were gone, I went through the rankings a little bit. We had Mansfield at 6, Bismarck at 8, so we'll see a little bit of a switcheroo there.
Yep.
A lot of good things happening. It was Junction City that Ouachita County was beating. Was that correct? So
Yeah.
Of course, Junction City's 2A.
Man, we can
So-
talk about 3A all day long. I'll bet you there's 15 teams right now that you could say are legitimate contenders in the 3A. And that you don't say that very often in the classification. So it's interesting, and I don't think that speaks to how bad it is. I think it speaks to how good it is.
No, it really does. I mean, you just saw what Bismarck did tonight and what Mansfield brought to the table. Those are really good ball clubs. And what I was saying earlier, you do not want to see them in the playoffs. They are a problem. I don't care how good you think your team is and how well you've done all year. Those teams can beat anybody on a given night for sure. And I think both of them are going to have some deep playoff runs. It's going to be fun to see where they end up in their conferences. Like I said, Prescott, they're going to come over here to Bismarck later in the year. That's going to be a big-time matchup. Someone's going to be the 1 seed after that night. And that 1 seed is so important when it comes playoff time. Mansfield, they don't have an easy road either. They've got Charleston in their conference, who we got at number 10, and they got Boonville, who we got at number 2, and they had the the second most first place votes. So they've got a loaded conference to deal with, and so does Bismarck. And it's going to be fun to see how it all plays out. But week 0 has been here. We had a good night here as the Lions hosted the Tigers and got the victory by 4 in a great one. This is Duran Miller, Brad Caldwell, Aaron Powers, and Chase Carpenter signing off right here from Bismarck. Good night.